Hello!
Yay!
Hello.
Yay.
You look good.
Hello?
You out there, you know who I'm talking about. You look good.
Hello.
You looking sharp tonight.
Yeah, one specific person. It's one specific person.
No,
Yeah, Kevin.
no, that other
You're looking great, Kevin.
that other person over there is looking pretty good too.
Oh.
I think they got a haircut.
Okay,
Yeah.
one other person.
One other person.
Two of you
Yes, are looking fine.
Yes.
real moss.
Welcome to We're Gonna Judge You.
Wait, that's what we're playing? I brought all the wrong stuff.
Without any
Your new book.
context.
Yes.
Did you know dice?
But seriously, welcome to League of Adventure, the pulp adventure, action adventure, role-playing game that is played in Fantasy Flight Games' Genesis system.
Hey.
I am your GM, your adventure master, I am AM as AF, AM AF. Mm-hmm. But yes, I am Zeke Pinero. I will be the GM tonight, and with me are three amazing players. Oh, look,
Jody Hauser! Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
You know what
Thank
Jody
you,
and
Jody.
Hauser and I have in common?
What?
We grew our pixie cuts out at exactly the same time, and now we've our hair has matched each other's for a very long time.
Interesting. You have like the lighter hair. She has the
haircut.
darker
You sounded
hair.
angry about that.
No, it's just incredible. That's me being emphatic about it. It's like, recognize.
Thank you for the sub, Jody. Your character in Star Wars will continue to live
Oh no.
until I deem otherwise. But yes, we are here to play the League of Adventure. Like I said, the pulp RPG game, run in Fantasy Flight Games Genesis system, and
It's so pretty.
with us is 3 of our 4 players. Our 4th player, Revati, is unfortunately down with laryngitis. She was originally going to show up.
She was gonna fight through it, you guys.
She was going to fight through it. I was going to bring her a dry erase board to communicate with, but then she wound up getting much sicker and unable to show up.
She's at _Revati on Twitter. Send love.
Yes.
Yes.
In chat right now.
Oh,
she
hi.
is? Oh.
Oh.
It's like she's with us now.
She's with us now.
She can play from chat.
Yes.
Revati, I just gave everyone your Twitter handle.
I was wondering about that.
And because everyone knows Twitter is supposed to be secret. No one knows.
Well, her home address is. So, where we left off last week, we left off on quite the cliffhanger. What I'm sure what we all really want to know is, Amy, how far are you on Duolingo German?
I'm checking through, man. I'm checking through. I'm like on the 3rd tier. I did it for a while ages ago, and I think there are about 10 tiers, and I got to like 6, and I'm moving back through them because it had been a while, so now I'm back to 3.
I don't suppose they have a Tibetan course on that, do they?
I
They
don't know.
have, oh my god, they have
They even have Klingon.
Not
They have
Mongolian,
Klingon,
actually,
they have
is what I'm asking
High
about.
Valerian and Dothraki, the 2 from Game of Thrones, and I know the guy who
Mongolia
who wrote
actually
this.
exists. It's actually real.
I know. Well, I'm just saying they even have fictional ones.
Yes. So,
I'm
it's
sure
just
they'll
a
have.
thorough app is what the point we're making.
Good,
Ah, got it.
that was
Okay.
a good question and good
Yes.
pull.
But to the reason why
Surprising.
people actually tuned in, that was my fault. I derailed us with the Duolingo talk.
It surprised me, but I'm
Yes.
happy to give you an update every week.
We're gonna do the Duolingo section of the episode.
Sponsored by.
It's called Duolingo Lingo. But
Ich habe keine Katze, which means I don't have a cat.
Which is a very important point for tonight.
it is.
There will probably be
I hope
no
it is.
cats. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, Zeke, I
Maybe we
don't want to assume anything. Actually,
Yeah.
so
You
never
can't
mind.
assume anything because we left on quite the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
Last
talk about
week,
the games.
Was it-
where
You think that'd be something?
we left off, our pulp heroes left off after infiltrating a temple that is purported to be able to communicate with the primordial Egyptian god Nun. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. But the Egyptian god Nun, and in that temple they found what looked like a flying saucer, and as it seemed like they were going to be destroyed by the oh wow, thank you, BSB Kerr.
Thank you.
Thanks, James.
As it looked like they were about to be destroyed by running waters and booby traps and stuff, they wound up hitting buttons into what looked like the flying saucer. A white light happened, and then we finished our first session. So before we get to the resolution to that cliffhanger, let's all go around and introduce who you are, and then tell everyone who you are, who your character is, and your character's descriptor. In this game, our characters have what's called a descriptor. So, for example, in Hudson, what is your descriptor?
I'm a professional magician and scourge of the underworld.
Professional magician and scourge of the underworld. So, a descriptor is can be used to apply boost die to your roll. So this game is pretty heavy in terms of making characters capable, because pulp heroes are very capable characters. So when they're in a situation where their descriptor is applicable, so for example, fighting the underworld or something that might have to do with him being a magician, he gets boost die. So, Amy, tell us in German who you are.
Oh my god. No. I redid Calliope because I realized that what I had built her as is very specific to a city like New York, a very specific city. So she was a good investigator and good at knowing things from that city. So Zeke allowed me to recreate her in a kind of way where that's more of the backstory, and instead now she's a globetrotter like the rest of everybody. So her descriptor now is infamously stubborn with a police pass that helps her outpsych any target. Isn't that better?
That's way
good.
better.
Yeah, it's way better.
Like, we know what that is.
The other one was just crap.
It was like shit on a, stick that got pulled out of someone's ass who didn't know what a book was.
That's very graphic. Kyle.
Hello, I'm Kyle. I'm playing Douglas McDougal, the Scotsman, the Nazi smasher and muffin master. He is a mustachioed muscle man with a sharp eye and an iron stomach. He is a soldier of fortune adventurer for the game, like within the game mechanics, and is generally stepping in front of the bullets as opposed to running away from them.
Exactly. So, as some of you are familiar with Genesis, Genesis doesn't usually have careers and specializations like the Star Wars game, which Genesis is primarily based off, does. For the purposes of this game, I created what were called archetypes, and then specializations within those archetypes.
It was cool. It's like there's, beyond what we have, there's a whole bunch of others that he created that unfortunately aren't seeing the light of day. That maybe in future games.
Yeah. So if you, if you are familiar with Genesis and you're wondering like what are they talking about, soldier of fortune, that's what they are talking about. I know last time we ran this, I was actually hit up by a couple people about releasing that. I said I would. I am bad at doing things, but I will do that hopefully in the next month or so. So follow me on Twitter. We'll get to that at the end.
Surprise Twitter handle.
And Hudson, please tell us who you are. And
I am Hudson, but for the purposes of this game, I will be Dr. Unexpected, professional magician and scourge of the underworld. In my secret identity, as Hieronymus Vale. At the moment I take off my goggles and the cool outfit, I become Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors. I gotta work on that accent, but when he puts the goggles on and he puts the cape on and he's got the cool vest, he is Dr. Unexpected, who just shows up invariably shows up in a puff of smoke, terrifying evildoers across the world. So his shtick is he is a master of all stage magic. So, like I say, he can appear and disappear. It's actually a special ability of his. I'm sure we'll get into at some point. But he's also, in a previous adventure, there was a time when a guy had that staff that we had to get away from him, and I'm fighting with him on the jetpack, and then all of a sudden the guy realized my cape pulls off, and he realizes he's holding a whole thing of flowers. I've got the staff in the other hand. Ta-da! As I plummet to my death. So
amazing.
That is Dr. Unexpected.
Yes.
Excellent. And not with us is Revati, who plays Penny. However, we will deal with that in game.
Ooh, exciting.
One last bit of housekeeping before we get in with our game. Saving throw, if you are new to this or if you just need a reminder, is viewer. What is the PBS term? It is
Viewers like you.
not viewers like you. It's
Viewer supported.
viewer supported. Thank you. I want to say user. Yes,
You got like
viewer
a block
supported.
party or something?
Which enables you to not only just sit there and watch, but the cool thing is that as you watch us play this RPG, you can be a part of it. By donating money to the channel, you can unlock various rewards. There's some really fun ones in there. Some of them will benefit the players. Some of them will benefit.
I'm betting most of them.
Some of them. Revati, whoa!
Revati!
$100.
Wow!
Boom!
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I'm not killing your character.
Yeah, not only on the show, but losing.
But yeah, and then so basically, wow!
Yeah.
Thank you,
Jersey
the Jersey
Driver.
Thanks for
Driver.
the sub 6 months, guys.
Heck
Nice.
Bravo.
Awesome. Basically, think of it as and if you're looking at the rewards and you're like, that reward's like $60. I'm kind of hesitant to put money into that. You don't need to put $60 into it. You can just put $1. You could put like $2 in. It's all like kind of going into a reward bucket. And if collectively, you could collectively help reach those higher rewards. So, for example, with the donations that we've gotten, we have unlocked 3 table rerolls already.
Yay!
Those came in so handy last time.
You really did. Oh
And
my gosh.
also a very fun surprise for you guys later on in the show. Also,
Is it spiders?
Jody
Okay.
sends a reroll.
Yay!
Oh,
thank you, Jody!
I'll try to use it wisely.
And Jersey Driver sends his reroll to Kyle.
Ooh.
Yay! Thank you, Jersey Driver.
Thank you very much.
They will
Excellent.
come in handy. Last time Kyle turned a 2 into a 99.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
About as good as it's theoretically
Yeah.
possible to
Yeah.
use a reroll for.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was gonna be between like me essentially not hitting the zombie or shooting his face out.
Which you went
Yes.
for the face shooting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I couldn't add any of my extra things because he wasn't a Nazi.
No.
Mm.
No.
Or maybe he was, I just didn't ask beforehand.
I mean, he
Not
could
seen a previous life.
he could have gotten out, found a political party, and wound up like going in the way wrong direction.
He read his book, but then I blasted his eyes out, so now he's not
Exactly.
reading nothing.
No Mein Kampf for you, my friend. So,
That Nazi mummy had a Nazi mummy family.
if I can get a quick reaction from the chat, part of this game is there's these things called plot points that are represented by these little skulls here. The plot points enable the players or me, the GM, to enhance a roll by upgrading it or by maybe getting within GM's discretion a prop that might be needed. For example, if they need to pick a lock, Dr. Unexpected could be like, oh, I remember to bring my lock picking kit, and then he would spend a plot point for that. We usually have 4 plot points for the players, and 1 for the GM, but we only have 3 players. Should we include the 4th? Because Penny's still going to be
Yeah.
I want your opinion.
Yeah, your opinion, Revati, in chat.
Right now,
Jody, who's clearly on our side. Jersey
Jody,
Driver.
who's absolutely not in my role-playing game and won't take any, and won't get any special treatments from me at all for her votes.
All
Stop
right.
trying to buy the audience.
Dom, have we gotten any sort of answer? Are we on a delay or?
Yes, I think a 30-second delay.
Sorry, what were you looking for?
Oh, I asked if I should
should
include a Revati's or Penny's plot point in in the pool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we should.
Yes.
Thank you, Chad.
You
Thanks
see,
for weighing in.
you're already affecting the game without even spending any money, but spend a little bit of money.
In the best way.
All right. Time for our adventure. We're going to part the veil of reality, and what we see is blinding light. The white light that we left off on. You had gotten into a mysterious object, a not so flying object, but a something that looks like a flying object in the bottom of a temple that it looked like it had crashed and there was no.
So it would be some sort of unidentified flying object.
It would be some sort of unidentified flying.
Dinner plates.
Yes.
An unidentified sitting object.
Exactly. It looked like it had crashed, but there was no like holes in the walls, or it didn't look like it came. Like there was nowhere it could have. You have no idea how it would have gotten there. You got in. You pressed a bunch of buttons. White light came. Blinding light, so bright. In fact, Penny just passes out. She just on the side of the side of the glass canopy.
Penny, are you okay? Penny,
And
Penny.
then-
Without a beat, she's like already like over my shoulder. I'm like, don't worry, we'll get you to safety.
Can we just
And-
sit her in a seat and buckle her up though?
I can do the like the ragdoll in the back.
Okay,
The Yoda.
gotcha.
Yeah, I was thinking the
Do you have a Yoda pack?
give me that.
Awesome.
And that's how a plot point.
All right, keep her secret, keep her
The
safe.
the light fades, and you're suddenly still in the temple, but it's slightly brighter. As you look behind you, you see that there is a saucer-shaped hole in the wall above you that leads to the outside, as if it crashed through. And as you're looking at that, to your surprise, you hear as if a car has hit the canopy from the other side, from where you're
As if or a car.
Wait.
I
As if
click
it
and look,
feels
and
like-
what does it
Wait, when you
see anything?
say canopy, is that the car
Okay,
or
so
the thing that we're in?
Yes, it's so you guys are sitting in kind of like a large Jetson-like flying saucer, and then in the middle of that flying saucer on top is this glass dome, that like very atypical glass dome, or typical glass dome, where you guys are all under this glass canopy. It's
Okay.
thick.
Oh, I
It's
see.
made of a transparent material, not glass. Feels very solid, but also it's very clear, so it's not like a plastic or something. You turn around, you see what it is. To your shock, it is a Triceratops.
Yes. What?
And it's... It gets frustrated and shakes its head. And then, doubling your surprise, it stands up on its hind legs and pulls... And he's dressed in a...
He's wearing clothes. What are you doing?
He's dressed... He's dressed...
Wait a
in
minute.
what looks like...
This is my very first adventure. It was Wigard's last time.
Good luck coming up with it.
It's the adventure of Sauron Hex. Or Tyrannosaurus Hex. And his team of villains who all dress like dinosaurs.
But they wound up being
But-
just in costumes.
Which is what I'm convinced this man is right now.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Don't worry, it's just a man in a rubber suit. I've dealt with this before.
So the Triceratops stands up on its hind legs. You see that it's wearing like kind of a rubbery red jumpsuit. And slung on its back.
It tracks, Doctor.
And slung on its back is he pulls out like what looks like outside of game like a M60 sized like a
My
large
God.
machine gun, and then he pulls it out and just goes "Rah!" and just starts firing on the canopy laser bolts, not bullets, things that look like to your 1930s eyes looks
Oh.
like dashes of lightning coming out of the rifle.
Tyrannosaurus Rex's gang has gotten more advanced since the last time I met with him.
This has the stench of Nazis all over it.
Is the canopy holding up?
The canopy is starting to crack, and you see behind him a few other Triceratops dressed similarly with him, as well as what looks like, if you've been to the movies,
the
droid, the talkies. This was pre-talkie. The androids, like these black and red androids from Metropolis. It looks like that.
And how many of those? They're behind the Triceratops.
They're behind the Triceratops, as if.
But these essentially kind of like constructed beings look like humanoid, like actually
yes, they look humanoid.
like that female like one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think
so
is
this a what do we do now type thing?
This is a what do you do now?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't want to open this canopy because
alarm buttons start going off on the controls.
Do any of these controls look like they say up or go?
You could start pressing buttons.
Or like fire.
That too. Yeah.
Oh wait, we're just in the same spot, so we just time travel is what we're thinking probably.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing as time travel.
I think we just time travel, but I think it's possible. Is the thing.
Bah.
The Triceratops goes, "Die in the name of Balabor the Barbarous!" As he's firing.
Oh, clearly it speaks English.
It actually speaks English?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to press my business card right up against the glass.
And I'm hitting buttons.
All right. You hit buttons.
And I'm going to tell him to stop. You know me. I'm Calliope Oglethorpe. You know me. I'm well known across all the lands at this point. Many business cards have been, tossed in the wind. Surely you recognize.
Roll your charm.
Okay. So that's one of the things that I.
You gave up?
No, it's one of the things I increased because I didn't have that charm. Because her thing was always that she was shitty at charm. Okay, so that's great. That's present, so that's 2 yellow and a green.
Great.
That's a good roll.
It feels good. Feels in line. What are my verses?
You are going to roll against 2 red.
Oh my. Okay, all right, still. Here we go. Let's see what happens. No, for real though. That is a despair / fail with 2 advantage.
Wow.
We have 3 rerolls on the table.
No. I'm gonna save him. This is amazing.
Right.
I want to see what happens after.
Can we reroll on despairs or triumphs though? We're not allowed, right? Isn't that a?
Actually,
it's a fair question.
That's a good question, and no. If there are despairs or triumphs, you cannot reroll.
All right. Well, I wasn't going to anyway. You can't fire me. I quit. All right. So yeah, business card.
Okay. He looks at the business card, and he goes, my ex-husband's name was Calliope. And he it starts to really crack the thing.
Oh my God.
You're hitting buttons.
I am.
And
surely
I'm
the controlling machine does something.
Like the board artist visual storyteller of me wants to immediately just take Penny's passed out body and just be dragging it across all of the buttons for visual effect. But he would not do that as as a bodyguard,
and
right?
Also, she's in chat.
Yeah. Well, she'd find it funny.
She'd get it.
She'd get it.
all right, so you guys. Thank you, and also thank you for the very specific donation.
It's a conversion from European dollars.
Oh, neat.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Wow. Tell us what country you're from. Germany.
Germany! Oh my God! Ich habe keine Katze!
And now you know something.
And now we've lost our viewer. Thank you. He was our one guy from Germany.
But yeah, I am just
you know more than
maybe delicately pressing buttons. I'm just putting a whole arm down and just flopping it over the controls, hitting and flipping anything possible at this point.
Okay, so and this is how the rest of your despair is going to play out. You take off. Like suddenly it's like you're hitting buttons. All of a sudden the thing just goes whoosh, and flies right outside out of the hole. And you guys are suddenly speeding through the air. The Triceratops has gotten its nose, its horn stuck into the canopy and is trying to like punch the canopy open now at this point.
And are we in the sky?
And you are in the sky, flying.
Oh no, okay.
Wait, you look back behind you, and then those droid beings, the androids. Sorry, Lucasfilm, don't sue. The androids have come flying out through the hole in the temple as well. They're all flying with these like boots in their rockets, and they're like,
oh cool,
after you.
Okay, well I have piloting, so I'm gonna grab the fucking deal.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
And I'm gonna do some dodgy dodge shit.
Now, do we know how to open this canopy? Because we got in. Mm-hmm. All right. So, is there an obvious latch?
Roll your mechanics.
Oh, but I've really maxed out my mechanics to nothing.
No, I almost took
versus what? I mean, we got in here.
Yes. I want to say 3 purple.
Do you want to say?
But a boost die.
Okay.
Because we did open it at some point. Come on!
The boost die is because you did open
those cancel out, so 1 net advantage, but no success.
1 net advantage, but 1 success. How do you want to spend that advantage?
Are we still holding on to strain and wounds from previous session?
Yes.
Well, I might as well.
Oh my gosh.
I will get rid of a strain just for the heck of it.
Cool.
I'll use it that way.
I
don't have any other cool. My idea was I was going to open the canopy, which since his nose is stuck in it, would just fling him
amazing.
off.
Yeah.
And then we would just be in...
Well, hopefully we would close it again. But
but
not.
do we know where we're going?
Our
Are we
face
controlling it?
That's up to our pilots.
I'm just trying not to kill us.
No, I think
is a really good strategy.
That's a good first step. I really...
So that's what I do. Good on.
Yeah, you are going like about 1,000 miles an hour, just
feeling
speeding over desert.
I have two in piloting. So.
This is a very not Dr. Unexpected sort of situation. So he's just stripped off the goggles and he's just in pure Ronnie Vale.
I adjust
Willikers.
I adjust the mirror. Oh, here's a question: do I have to adjust the mirrors? Like, are they adjusted for someone higher than? Are there mirrors? Are they adjusted for someone higher, shorter, or taller than me?
The rear view is just askew.
That's how you can tell a lot of things sometimes. That's how you do hardcore investigative work.
There are no mirrors.
Dang it.
As it's
But there's still a seat you're
all the
in.
way around.
Is the contraption for someone taller
Of
or shorter
human
than me?
proportions?
Of human
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, it is. It is there were 2 skeletons that you found in there. If you recall.
Right.
And those were both human skeletons.
Okay, great. I fly through there with the greatest of ease.
Yes. Yes. As you are flying, you see like these like laser bolts kind of zipping by. You're being fired upon, and then
they've got rockets on their boots.
Yes.
Is what else
they almost move like it looks like they move and they position themselves like those action figures that have very little articulation. So it's like the old school Star Wars characters where they're just like, you know.
Yeah, cute.
They only have like 5
but
points of articulation.
Dinos. Are they dinos?
No, these are humanoid shape.
They're okay.
Any of the controls look like they have like a pew sort of symbol.
Can I like what real fast to try to dislodge the horn?
Yes, roll your piloting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I be helping her because that's like,
just push out on that horn. Push that horn out.
That was the next thing I was gonna be doing was like running and essentially just like trying to hit that horn out of the glass as best I can.
Yes.
Like, sorry about this, but
Kill your dinosaur.
So I'm trying to think the best way to do this. I think the best way to do this would be for your piloting, which is really just kind of a maneuver to be an
Yeah.
I'm going to allow that to upgrade your. It's going to be it'll be an athletics check.
Cool.
Yes.
Which is upgraded by her.
It's upgraded once by her piloting.
Okay.
The reason I'm not doing a boost die is simply because the G forces. I'm explaining to the audience in case anybody wants to GM. My reasoning for this narratively is that her It is situational, so normally it would be a boost die, but I think does warrant the potential for a triumph, for something very cool to happen. So we're upgrading instead of just doing a simple boost die.
Okay, cool.
Come on.
And I can take off 2 setbacks on any athletics check, and also I have a swift, where I have no penalty in difficult terrain, and if I don't know if this is necessarily a part of that, but there was one time. I've never been on a ship made of metal that hurls through the sky, but there was one time there was a fairly light wooden dirigible that me and Herc at one point we were essentially doing loop-de-loops because it was in a large caught in a hurricane, and we were fighting pygmies. It was a real.
So you're looking for a boost die based on this previous action this previous adventure.
I'm just
Where
saying
are you pulling
that
this? Is just so our players.
My old buddy Herc.
Where are you pulling this adventure from?
This was Herc and the Sky Pirates. This was my adventure.
Sky Pygmies.
Yes.
Yeah, this was Herc and the Sky Pirate Pygmies.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Wait, did you make that up just now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
no,
awesome.
this was all planned.
Got it.
First off, I want to pause briefly to say thank you to Bondo.
Thank you, Bondo.
And to thank you to Delrock for the subscription.
Thank you, Delrock.
Nice. I still believe Bondo's name is pronounced Bondo.
Yes.
All right. Roll your athletics. I'm not going to bother adding any setback die based on all these that you're just going to wind up knocking them off anyways, but they would have been added for the G-force of moving around. It will be... It's going to be 4 purple.
Okay.
And I'm going to upgrade.
Did you upgrade my thing for you?
Yes, I get to upgrade mine. Boom. Okay.
Yay! A triumph.
And a despair.
Oh, and a despair. Fuck.
Excellent.
There goes our G rating.
How do you want your triumph to play out? Wait, was that a success? That's got to be.
Yes, it's a success. So it's so technically the despair and there's a despair and a triumph, but with essentially 3 successes and 1 advantage.
3 successes and 1 advantage. That's terrific. So how do you want to spend your triumph and your advantage, or would you? I have plans for your despair.
Okay.
So how do you want to play this out?
So I would like to.
Or would you like me to go with my despair first and tell you what that is, so you can react to it?
Yeah, actually, I think that I'd like to know.
Always take the bad news first.
Well, yeah. Bad news first, good news second.
Great. You push the Triceratops out of the hole, and he stumbles back and falls, and then coming into view underneath is what looks like three. They look like they're built like the Nautilus, these very kind of steampunky like submarines, but with like mechanical like fly wings attached to it.
Cute.
Like they're like okay.
And the Triceratops has landed on top of it. Mm-hmm. And so he's now on top of it, and they're now being pursued by these 3 airships.
In addition to the flying androids.
Yes.
All right.
So that was my success. My advantage is that my triumph, sorry, that is I hit him so hard that his weird big laser gun flies up into the air and then lands on the side of the ship with me.
Yeah, we get the laser gun. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we get it.
I will allow it.
Yeah. Good call. Is that a ranged light or a ranged heavy?
That will be a ranged heavy.
I still haven't figured out how to use this. I still haven't figured out how to open this canopy yet. I'm sorry.
I'm a ranged light baby.
They're how tall? Like they're like half, like double our size.
The Triceratops?
You said they were very large.
Yeah, this is about. They're not as big as actual Triceratops.
Okay.
They're like a
Incredible
little bit.
Hulk size.
They're like
Incredible Hulk size.
were tricks, right?
They're like what?
Were tricks. Like if you were a human and you turned into a were beast, then you'd be a little bit bigger than humanoid, but also not the full.
I think a little bit bigger than that.
Oh, okay.
Like just a little bit bigger than like Bebop and Rocksteady from.
Oh, okay. So the gun that he's holding is still like actually like sizable for me. Like it's not like I just have to like tilt it on its side and then like press in.
Yeah,
or, like,
you're now a World of Warcraft character.
Yeah.
No, what is your brawn? Your brawn's pretty heavy.
My brawn's 4.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. No, this is only a encumbrance of 4, so you're good.
Okay.
Here are the stats, so you can write those down. It's the laser rifle.
Okay.
And memorize everything else on that page.
Well,
Might come in handy
I
later.
can go home now. I have
Wait,
a
laser.
rifle.
It's the laser rifle.
Laser rifle.
Cool.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna keep trying to open the canopy.
Why?
Yeah,
Because we need to get it in order to get the gun.
No, that was just part of the triumph, man.
No, it's sitting outside.
Oh, it's sitting outside.
Yeah.
Just saying outside, so
Okay, I guess.
you still have
There's
to.
no way it could have
I'm
possibly
also
gotten
gonna.
in.
Then I'm gonna try to. I think at this point I know what button it is. I've got a really good. I don't know.
Well, let's have
I'll still need to grab.
Doctor
Okay.
Unexpected. Actually, you
Hieronymus Veil at this point.
Actually,
I think I've almost got it.
actually. Calliope's only gotten a maneuver so far, so I'm going to give her an action because she's not gotten one.
All right.
Okay, cool. Boop.
I'm like, I've almost got it. Dumbass.
Hieronymus, you did a great job.
I loosened it for you.
Yes, you sure did. Well done. Well
Process of
done.
elimination. None of these other buttons were in it.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was more like.
I was gonna have her roll for it, but
It's just too awesome.
this is just it's too funny. So let's
it's
move
really,
on.
It's really fun
It's
narratively.
dumb to make you roll for a door. I'm sorry, Hudson. So we'll just do that.
Okay.
So you wind up getting the thing. The bad guys are gonna go
All right.
now.
Ooh, baby.
I'm supposed to get to at some
Going
point.
to
Oh, are they?
fire upon you.
Well, at least I know they're bad guys.
Yes.
He let that slip.
I was just, I was like, I didn't spend this my turn. Are you Nazis?
Yeah.
With the Nazis.
When
I shoot
when he
you?
threatened to kill us in the name of Gortok the Destructor or whatever that was.
Barbarous.
That's what we in the biz call a
Balabor the Barbarous. It was Balabor the Barbarous.
Balab-
Get it right.
Balabor
Get
the
your
Barbarous.
weird dinosaur alien lore right.
Ooh, that's not great for us.
That is a lot of successes.
That's 2 successes and 2 threat.
Great.
So
I am very threatening.
you guys, your ship takes a little bit of damage. I've got all the numbers here. You guys have 25 hit points, and that just hits you for 4 hit points.
Ouch.
Do we have any soak or whatever on our ship?
I'm keeping it simple.
Oh,
So I gave you
only
guys
have-
more. I gave you guys more hull points as
Okay,
opposed
cool.
to.
I only have 5 personal hit points left.
Oh, jeez.
Those mummies took some out of me in the, in the
Yeah, I'm
previous session.
gonna use at least one of my advantages to.
Oh yeah, we never
my
did his
strength.
advantages.
Yes.
Can I have a strength?
And-
Wait,
Um,
you have 11?
No.
Their threat is they're actually going to take a setback die on their next shot. Like they wound up hitting you, and then like some basically what happened was for the threat that they just rolled was they shot at you, a piece of the hull flew off in the damage, and then it caused them to kind of lose they had to like veer out of the way of it. So their next shot at you is going to be have a setback die.
What are we flying over?
You are flying over desert and actually coming upon a city very quickly.
Can we land this thing?
Well, we can't, but I sure can. Don't want you behind the wheel. Yes, heading right towards. Yes, I'll look for a landing.
Right into the Sphinx.
Beep boop da boop boop.
And I'm just
Okay.
gonna take some shots at it with my pistol.
Okay. Are you gonna try to like find are you hitting more buttons to try to figure out how to land this thing or?
Guys, I think I'll do that in a little bit. Right now, what I want to do. Well, how close am I? Like, do I have a few turns before we get there? Because what I really want to do is find if this thing has guns.
Yes, you can search to see if there are guns.
Yes,
It is,
that's
I'll
what I
take a
wanna do.
specific thing for that. You want to shoot with your pistol? Okay, let's do it.
Sure. All right, so I guess I'm shooting at one
of the droids.
One of the droids shooting with a pistol at a full-on, flying submarine seems futile. So I'll shoot at one of the droids. All right, so where was that? Ranged light. So I'm rolling two yellow and a green. Versus what?
It's going to be, for the distance, it's going to be hard. It's going to be 3 purple.
Okay.
And then for the speed that you are going and everything, it's going to be actually 2 setback dice.
2 setback dice.
Yes, based on the speed and the whipping winds.
Absolutely, makes sense. Don't expect to do much good, but you don't become a scourge in the underworld by just sitting around. All right, here we go.
Whoa!
Hey, a triumph! All right, so let me see. But a bunch of failures. Okay, so that is absolutely a failure. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 failures, and only 1 success. That's the triumph counts as a success as
correct.
well, right? So that's still a net of 2 failures, and disadvantage, and 2 threat, but a triumph.
2 threat
So
and a triumph. How do you
fail threats, but with a triumph? I don't know how to interpret that.
But with a triumph. Okay.
If Chad has any ideas, I am open to suggestions.
As
I have an idea for the triumph.
All right,
Help
cool.
me out. Help me out.
So
Like you bump into something that turns on the guns.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
excellent.
There you go, sir.
Oh, thank you. So what happens is you get up to line up your shot, and it's kind of rickety, and so you get on your knee and you set your knee on kind of like the control panel to like stabilize, and then what happens is you wind up hitting a button that winds up causing like one of those like 1950s laser ray blasts from like this. It just goes like across the thing. It causes the other basically all of the attackers to veer out of the way, and it took you by surprise. It's why your shot missed.
Yeah.
And
Also traveling 1,000 miles an hour while leaning out of a space can.
it's pulp. It's pulp. This stuff is allowed.
It's amazing.
I'm just saying, of the various things that caused me to miss, it's probably not all just the unexpected laser.
Also, Delrock, sorry, sends a reroll to Amy.
Yay!
So we all have one.
Thank you.
In the town of Del Rock.
All right.
Sorry.
No,
There's dinosaurs. It's appropriate.
I appreciated that a lot.
Okay. Yeah, dinosaurs are flying around. It's a thing.
Yeah, I'm not piloting. I'm more swimming with my feet. I'm paddling with my feet through the air.
It's the Jetson Stones is what we've wandered into here.
Can it be my turn? Or are we doing something else?
You went. No, you go.
Okay, cool. So now that
That's
he's
the
found the
gun
guns,
button. Found it for you.
loving it, but I feel like you've got that under control. So now what I would like to do is maneuver it in such a way that hopefully they're a little scared, and where I can find a building or maybe pyramids or I don't know what we're seeing, but maybe like zoom around a building and like park on this side of the building. Like if we're heading this way, like and a tower is up here, then I want to kind of go this way and then kind of disappear.
Ooh, that's going to be very difficult. But
Sounds fun.
this is a system of yes.
Absolutely. You haven't figured out how to go less than 1,000 miles an hour, and now you want to go to 0. Try not to fling us all out of it when you do out of this.
We'll see what happens.
I love it. So, you guys fly. You know, you went from the desert, fly into the city. You're flying.
What does the city
imagine
look like?
it's like Metropolis. It looks
Okay.
like the Metropolis
Wow.
type. Large screens and projections of what looks like a very like Ming the Merciless type. Gold almost has like a gold like like how the knights will have like that like chainmail that kind of goes over their head and stuff. It's all like gold and red gowns, orange skin, looks humanoid but orange skin, and like he clearly like is all of the statues and all of the all of the all the projections and everything of him seems to be like looking down and lording over, and then you hear like things like,
commentary?
I got a sub that says his name's Balabor.
and he says, it's like there's constant messaging, like, serve Balabor or perish,
You took the bet.
A $10 bill exchanges hands.
So you're now flying, zipping through buildings. It's gonna be to attempt this maneuver.
Come on, baby.
It's already gonna be very difficult.
Okay.
It's gonna be 4 purple.
Oh my god.
But I'm also going to upgrade.
Okay.
So make one of those purples a red.
Okay, we got that. So I would like to upgrade as well, because I'm only at 2. So that means I can add a green, right?
You can add a green, yes.
Okay. Because I've got only 2 agility and then 2 piloting. So that's 2 yellows. Ooh, love me, baby.
We got some rerolls on the table.
Ooh.
Guys, not the worst, but also not the best.
I see a lot of triangles.
It is definitely a
watch.
failure. No, it's a
No,
failure. Yeah, it is. Because it's 4 minus 3, and then there's 2 advantage. Should I be really? It's there. Look, we have an opportunity for a triumph. I have a reroll, and I would like to use my reroll. Thank you, Del Rock. Right? That's who gave it to me? Yes.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Come on, Mamacita. Give me a parking spot.
That looks better.
It is better. Okay. Cancel. Bye. Okay.
So 1 success.
So 2.
That's all we need.
2 successes. That was that. 2 successes and then
2 threats.
a 2 threat. Unfortunately, but I freaking nailed that.
I like that.
Okay.
Nice Steve.
So you
Hi, Night Steve. Thank you.
you managed to find. Oh wow, nice, Steve. Thank you.
Vroom, motherfucker.
Thank you, Night Steve.
Let's all pause and give a round of applause to all of our donors so far.
Guys,
You are a very generous night so far.
very generous night.
All right.
Don't forget to send Revati love.
Yes.
Revati.
Revati.
Gosh, sorry.
Ravati is her perfume name. Her
sorry.
scent of Revati, Ravati.
Yes.
So I've got some.
Oh.
Excellent. So because of you, awesome viewers, you have unlocked not only
More flesh-eating beetles.
another plot point for tonight.
Yay! Who's it go to first?
It's part of the group. It goes to you guys.
Let's not do anything dire though before I get my laser gun.
This is one of the nice
Yeah. We just found access to all the guns on this thing. I hope we don't
and
resolve this peacefully.
It unlocks one of my personal favorite rewards, Triumphant Despair.
Oh no!
So for those of you that don't know what this is, Triumphant Despair is, as you guys know, if you're familiar with Fantasy Flight games, if you've seen our excitement when we've rolled triumphs or despairs, it means either something horrible happened if you roll a despair, or something really amazing happened if you roll a triumph. This represents an automatic addition of one of those things for a roll of their choosing tonight at some point. However, it's a flip of the coin, so it could either be at a pivotal moment an added triumph or an added despair.
And I think we should just go ahead and say it has to be used before the end of the night. So if we start getting into like the last 10, 15 minutes...
do we call it or you call it?
Oh, you guys, your guy is for you to use.
It's for us to
But
use.
if we're cowards and we don't do it...
We're gonna use it.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna, and we don't know what it is yet.
If you
It's either
don't
triumph or
use
despair.
it, I'm gonna add this up. I'm adding an amendment. If you don't use it, it becomes a despair for me to use in the next session.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
We shall use it. Thank you, chat.
Okay.
It's terrifying, but
Okay.
My favorite.
Fun fact: that my first session, first time I did this because I wasn't familiar with it, I thought there was a guy named Chet. Chat. Every time somebody mentioned chat or think chat, I thought there was a guy named Chet.
That can't be true.
It's true.
That can't be true.
It took me a while to figure it out.
That is out of control. Oh my god. That blows my mind.
We need to take a break to adjust from that revelation. We'll be back in 50.
Thank you for sharing Safe Space, but wow.
Okay. Back to this mysterious land you found yourselves in, populated by dinosaur people and robots. Oh, I should point out, as you guys were flying over, or no, as you come around and you zip around a building and you somehow hit a button and it like magnetizes just onto the building. Everybody,
I get out a fan and fan myself because of how freaking awesome that was.
Everybody roll a, I'm gonna say, I think everybody should roll a resilience check.
Another thing I put no points into. Versus what?
Oh my god, me either.
Versus 2 purple.
Okay, come on, baby. Ooh, not bad.
Success!
All right.
With a threat.
Failure and a threat.
2 successes and a threat.
2 successes.
We all got threats.
So you got a threat.
I failed. I got a threat.
Okay, so you both take 1 strain each.
Okay.
You take 3 strain. As a result of the sudden stopping.
What happens when I get to 0? Because I'm at 3 out of 12 strain now.
Ooh, you pass out. Or it's basically like
now.
No, she is. You don't pass out because you're not going to
have you run out of strain.
No, I'm asking what happens when I do.
Oh, I mean, basically, it's just it's going to be very difficult for you to accomplish things. It's going to make your rolls much more difficult. It's like you are at your literal wit's end.
Right.
All advantages you roll can be used just to regain strain.
So that roll is basically the threat that I got after like succeeding.
We all slammed into something.
Yeah, basically, I mean, you guys were going like 1,000 miles an hour to 0.
Yeah, but it feels so good. Sorry, everybody, but also, I take.
It's okay.
I have to take a sip of Kahlua after that.
All right, so you guys, this is a building. Your pursuers zip on by. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna
I just figured out how to use the guns.
After getting like jostled to the side, I'm gonna try and tuck like the sack that I have with like the drawstring pulled with Penny kind of like halfway in. I'm gonna like set her down in like kind of a safe area as I'm gonna lean over the edge and like the strap to the gun is like hanging by like some of the broken glass from the canopy, and I'm gonna try my best to reach down and like pull the gun up.
Okay. I thought she already opened up the canopy.
Yeah, I opened
and
the canopy.
Oh,
yeah. Or he helped. Or
you'd already gotten the gun.
Yeah, you had the gun.
I did have the gun. I wasn't.
We just never got a chance to use it yet.
Okay, I didn't. Like the last thing I remember is actually just punching him and the gun. So
does this building have windows?
What is the building that we look like?
I mean, it's yes, it has windows and things on it. It's
open windows.
Yeah. Are there like a bunch of people just staring at us?
No, because they did it so freaking good.
It's like there's an office party. They're having birthday for Kevin.
There's a bunch of those frilled lizards just looking at us with a cake.
Don't jump!
Actually, you bring up a very good point. I'm gonna need one of you to decide who's going to roll it.
Okay.
Actually, I do think it should be Calliope. However, she just got to roll a major roll, so I'm going to let the table decide. I'm gonna need a deception check.
Well, I'm good at that.
Oh, I am not good at that, so yeah. You go nuts.
My deception's terrible.
All right.
Oh, that would actually be very good. So this is going to be to see if you drew any attention to your landing.
All right. I need another yellow, and I need to know what I'm rolling against.
Wow.
Yeah, you're gonna roll against.
That's right.
3 purple.
So is this basically sort of as we stop to guide her to a place where we wouldn't be seen?
This would be basically after you land, especially with you doing it, being like, you recognize that you were by a building, and you would be using your magician skills of
cloaking,
distraction, of sleight of hand.
So it's just like I pull out the big drop cloth that I keep hidden under my cape at all times. That is
like
always seems to be just the right color for what I need, and it's just like drapes over the entire
the thing with
entire
the dogs
thing.
where you like raise it low.
Raise it. That is a lot of failure looking at me, but I think I still succeeded. I still succeeded. Those cancel out. 1 success, a triumph, and a threat.
Wow.
We're doing great this time.
That threat.
Oh, thanks for changing that.
I know.
Take a strain.
All right.
How do you want to spend that triumph? You succeeded.
It's always hard to know how to spend it without knowing the environment that without having a really clear picture
we're
of
up
the
against a
environment.
building.
We are up against a building. I think that there's an open window that we can leave the ship through and go into the building if we want to.
And there's some leftover cake.
Yeah, it's after hours for sure. Like maybe there's a janitor. Maybe.
The one dude with the headphones on that's just buffing the floor, not paying attention.
Yes. Do you guys take anything from the ship? Do you want to?
What is in the ship? Well, certainly there's a big giant gun. The skeletons, do they have anything on them?
Yes.
Loot the bodies. First rule of role-playing games.
Loot the bodies.
Yes, they have a couple of laser pistols.
Oh!
I will take. Are those range light?
Those are ranged light.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah, give me the
I'll take one as well.
Do you want me to just read it off what
Yes.
you guys have? So if you write that down. So they each have a laser pistol. It looks very Flash Gordon-y. It's like all silver. It's a damage of 5, a crit of 3. It's medium range.
Ooh.
And Pierce 2 is the special.
What does that mean?
Pierce 2
I think
means that
goes over.
There's 2 points of soak.
yes.
Oh, it negates. So
It negates
Yes.
up to 4.
Ignores numbers of soak. Points of soak equal to rating.
do you have any of that on your?
Yeah, mine's Pierce 4. So,
First aid kit. I want to look for that.
There's also a couple of what looks like transmitters.
oh, we definitely take those.
Like little
We
transmitters.
don't know what
many?
they are, but we take them.
They each have one. They each have a transmitter.
So two.
They each have so 2 transmitters, and then also a you want a first aid kit. Look, I'll allow a perception roll for this to see if you wind up finding something like that.
Can we all roll?
I'll allow it.
Oh,
Right.
you know what happens is I've got heightened awareness, so allies within short range.
Or
You can add a boost die to perception rolls.
or you could spend a plot point.
Oh my god, we have so many.
Yeah, do you just want to use the plot point?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I do. I just.
Does that mean we don't roll?
You find a first aid kit. Put those dice back.
All right.
I think that's the best way to use a plot point. It's like surprise.
Sure.
Surprise.
Who needs it more than me?
Well, what are they healing? What kind of stuff could this heal? Is it wounds or strain or both?
I've got bleeding stab wounds from the mummies.
Basically, it will be I don't want to book die for this, so what we'll do is we'll do a medicine check, and and it will add on, it'll allow you to upgrade your medicine check, and any successes that you have will be regained wounds.
Okay. Any advantages? Could that be strain?
That will be strain.
Okay, got it. Can we do that on? I have a good intelligence, but no medicine. I have 3 intelligence.
I have
I've only
terrible
got 2
intelligence and
intellect.
no medicine.
Okay, so I'll do both of us.
Great.
If we I'll just take a look at you and really wishing Penny were awake at this moment in time.
In fact, that's what I wanted to get to, because we kind of when I went to go grab the rifle, I guess I already had it when you guys were kind of going through narration. But one of the things I did in the previous adventure was when I got items or weapons, I named them after fallen comrades. I had the 3 Steves and then Amelia, and now this one it's maybe a little bit premature. She's not out, but she is Well, she's not dead, but she is out.
Oh.
So this is Penny.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. What happens when she wakes up, though?
Then we have another
You're a
Penny.
simple man, yeah.
Revati, come back.
Revati, please come back. And you said you'll allow me to upgrade it for free or for what? Because I'm three green right at the moment.
Yes, I said you could upgrade it.
Yeah, because it's just upgraded because of the
the
first aid kit.
Oh, the use of the first aid. All right.
Yes, and it's going to be 2 purple.
Okay, this one's for. Actually, can I roll 2 and give the better one to Hudson?
What?
What do you mean?
Like, because I'm rolling. Oh no, it's the same for both. I'm rolling once for both.
You're going to roll.
Who are you rolling to heal right now?
You could roll. Basically, every time I'm making these rules up, I know there's rules in the book. I'm not book diving though. So what we're gonna do is for the first use, because you've got all the medicine, it's fresh and everything like that. It'll be 2. If you want to do another roll, it will then be 3 purple because you've used the material in there.
Okay. And so for each use, I have to choose one person to do it on?
Yes.
Or I got it. Okay.
Who are you using it on?
That's what I was saying. Can I make these 2 rolls and then make whatever the better one is and give it to Hudson? Can I?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
I mean, I don't know that I'm the worst hurt. I just know how much.
What?
A triumph on my medicine check. Oh, I was trying to show off.
A triumph is all wounds get healed.
But
So that's a triumph and an advantage.
And an advantage.
So you can take one off your strain too.
Take off one of his strain.
So yeah, but
My strain's not my problem.
I'm going to allow you to recoup
yours. Oh, no.
I'm just saying whoever is better is getting this.
half
5 wounds.
5 wounds. All
Okay.
right, standing.
5
I'll allow
wounds.
you correct.
That
5 wounds
makes me
and a
very
strain.
happy.
Okay, cool. That's probably going to be the best roll, so you can probably have that one. And then a failure, and that's it.
Just a straight.
Oh wait, and it was supposed to be 3 purple. So actually, it's a failure and 2 threat, my friends. So I, doing it on myself was not the smartest thing.
How badly hurt? Reroll?
You want to reroll?
I kind of do.
Yeah,
I'll use a table.
You should probably
No, I can
reroll.
use a table reroll. Thanks. Yeah, I probably should because I'm not doing great. I might
I don't think we can use our rerolls for other people. That's what the table rerolls are for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, better. 2 success and 1 threat.
Because then it's a betrayal of the person that gave it to you.
That is true.
They gave it to you.
So if I get a threat, does that mean I lose a strain? It's 2 success, 1 threat.
2 success, 1 threat. You are trying to fix people. The threat is that if you're going to try to use it again, it will then be 4 purple and a setback die. Is what I'm going to
Awesome. So
allow.
I'll get some wounds back at least.
I feel like I'd be punishing you for being altruistic.
So, okay, great. I still am at 3 strain though, but I'll make a note that it'll be
Any advantage you get, you should put into.
any advantage I get will be going to my strong.
You guys can even donate, like if you guys get a couple, like 2 advantage or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm a little wiped from all that hardcore piloting. Like the wind or whatever, the force of it was like pulling my cheeks back harder than anyone else's. So I was like this the
Instant
whole
face
time.
laugh.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm a little dazed from that.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be 4 purple next time plus setback. Okay. Yes. Got it.
As you guys.
Thank you very much.
That was so cool.
As you guys find the communication devices, the comlinks, the communicators, the one of them starts like. We're picking you up on your scopes. Did your mission fail? Bravo 1, did your mission fail?
I thrust it to you. You're the deception, but
Put the goggles on so I get in character. It's just like we've hit a snag.
Is the ship okay?
The ship is still functional. We have evaded pursuit.
Return to base immediately.
tell them to give us the coordinates.
Our navigation system has been damaged. We'll need directions.
We'll send you an escort.
Oh my god.
Roll.
Affirmative.
Boring conversation anyway.
Oh my god.
Well, no, we're clearly... Here's the tell you. put it on right there. I don't know if this thing has a mute. It's like, clearly we're not on the side of the people who instantly started attacking us. So it's like the dinosaur guys and the androids aren't the people talking to us.
Yes, but we're not who they think we are either. We could be on anybody's enemy at this point.
My enemy's enemy is my friend. I learned that fighting the mafia in New York.
Yes, but my enemy's enemy is still my enemy. I learned that from just so many drugs.
All right, you're going to have me make a check?
She has a quiet moment.
Cautionary
what I
tales.
could do, I took this new thing called Museum Worthy, and once per session, I actually got a lot of knowledge, history. So I don't know if this would work, but once per session, I can make a hard knowledge check, RE, a relic, a ruin, or history. And if I figure out kind of what the factions are, maybe we could at least pretend better.
Sure. If we figure that out.
This is a system of yes. I don't know how you would be able to know anything about what's going on at this point. So
we can start trying to figure stuff
I
out.
certainly don't.
Well, what if we start going through people's desks?
Yeah, I'm still convinced it's Nazis.
So to climb into one of the windows, it will require an athletics check.
Okay.
Hey, yep.
It was from a triumph, though.
From what?
Well,
The window,
it was
the
there.
access to the window was the
access
result
to
of a
the
triumph.
window. Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
that
I
gives
hate
us
to
the
fall to
window.
our death because of a triumph.
Rules lawyer. I'll take it. I'll allow it. So
All
you will
right.
not need to make an athletics check.
I got athletics for days for everybody. Don't worry.
Did they
And you
respond?
get athletics.
What did you say?
And you get a
When they said we'll send an escort, I said affirmative.
Oh,
They said, okay, cool, go bye.
But
We're-
do they
we're-
know how to find us? Do you know where we are?
we're picking you up in Scion City. I'm stealing from your game.
That is correct.
So I've not heard.
Please
of
be
this
careful.
Scion City.
We've eluded pursuit for now.
Fly to the south end.
Okay.
Yep, will do.
Hey,
In a
quick
hot
question.
second.
Does the sky and the sun look like the sky and the sun of good old Mother Earth?
Yes.
There's not
it
like
does.
2 suns in the sky or 3 moons or
No,
something
as
like
as
that.
you like you flew over the like well, just so you know, you flew over the Sphinx as you were going over the desert. So you've seen landmarks that are
Time travel is, while always a ridiculous concept that absolutely wasn't true, is becoming even less likely by the moment.
Well, if we have access to inside, I do want to attempt to
This was in the middle of a desert.
just like
Yeah, because we were in Cairo.
oh yeah, well maybe not I guess the middle of the desert,
Yeah.
some Egyptian land. So very,
but then you flew
very
like
arid and dry. Oh,
Very,
yeah.
very, very fast.
You're right. Yeah, I sure did. Now we're in the mild
like
tropical
it's
of
like
the Nile.
Gorilla City, sort of like. Like. Sort of,
Denial is just a river.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
City.
a lot has clearly happened. There could be a city that has been built. You don't recognize the name of the city.
So I want to use a combo of things because I built my character hopefully. Well, anyway, I have an outpsych any target / museum worthy, and maybe there's something just in people's pictures, or if they're in a workplace environment, or maybe I don't know. There's a newspaper or something, some pamphlet that I can at least tell.
I'll
Just
allow like some
minimal.
boost die for that. Like
Okay.
you're kind of searching around, trying to get
Yeah.
some sort of.
Plot point for a newspaper?
So I'll use. Well, I guess you let me know, but I get to spend.
Actually, I'll spend, unless you really want to roll, I'm willing to spend a plot point. That if we're quick search, because I still want to get to the south end of the city for our escort.
Okay.
But if we're going inside, I'd like to spend a plot point to actually find if this world, wherever it is, has newspapers.
What we're gonna do, because I don't want to step on anybody's potential roll. Because
Okay.
I've done that a couple times, and I want to make
Okay.
sure I'm not doing that. We're gonna let Calliope roll her thing, and we'll
Okay.
let you spend your thing, and then we can
Okay.
Okay,
maybe
cool.
get some information.
All right.
So this would be I have knowledge specialization to spend, I think, what is an advantage to turn it into a success. And then I also have museum worthy that just means once per session I can make a hard knowledge check to find this out. And my knowledge history is rank 2, but it's 3, so it's 2 yellow and a green.
Uh-huh. And it's hard, so 3 purple.
So 3 purple.
I'm going to wind up giving you some setback die.
Okay.
Because you don't know the city you're in or the time you're in, so 2 setback die.
Okay, 2 setback dice, and then if I get an advantage, I can turn that into a success. Once.
That's very.
That's my knowledge specialization.
That's cool.
I think we're good. All right, let's see what happens, babies. That is vercocked, not great. Okay, great. So that's a wash and a wash. It is a wash.
Okay.
My friends.
You can't really.
But wait.
No, there's one advantage.
Because actually, I could turn this into a success.
And that gives you a success.
And it gives me a success with a threat, is what it would do. Okay. So success with a threat.
Success with a threat. Okay.
And then what was your thing that you wanted to do?
I was just gonna find a newspaper.
Well, what if he found it and then I could interpret it or something like that? If you wanted to
it's
spend
the
that.
Yeah, this
Times.
alien language is surprisingly close to German.
I only speak German. Well, then I'll read it out loud.
All right, put the best lines from that.
So, yes, like basically the kind of what you can kind of glean, like you go through, like you kind of search, you enter. Okay, so let's define what this room is. So you enter this room and it's almost like a abandoned like office flat that's been
Cubicles
kind of run down, cubicles and stuff. There's clearly like everything's kind of been stripped out. There's some like remnants of what was like maybe an encampment of some people, and but going through their things, going through what was left over, you kind of find like some almost like a hard plastic square that like when you pick it up, you kind of tap it and then like imagery pops up on there.
An iPad? Or one of those holotapes from
Star Wars?
holodecks? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
what?
Hollow cubes, right, from Star Wars.
Star Wars, where Liam Neeson is holding this at the pod race, and you're like, he's got an iPad.
He does. No, that is a
holo.
No, that's a data. I'm losing.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I know
it's
it
always surprising.
usually, but I'm in Star Wars world right now.
Got it,
I'm losing
got it.
Star Wars cred.
But something like that, like an LED screen that...
It's kind of like an LED screen. It's more 3D. It kind of pops up and stuff on there.
Cool.
And it's like
This is the greatest illusion I've ever seen. I could make a fortune with this on stage.
It's all propaganda, and you see like images of Balabor the Barbarous, like kind of standing like this over and then like it's imagery of him like this, and then like below him are armies of like these the Triceratops, the anthropomorphic Triceratops, and androids marching, like Nazis almost. You see like what looks like what clearly looks like and oppressed, very derelict clothing of people. They're like with these like kind of forced smiles, like serving in factories and things of like
humans or
other humans.
Humans,
yes.
Okay.
And then you see other imagery of what looks like humanoid pterodactyls, and then they have over them is like they have like the kind of Ghostbusters thing over them, and then the head of a T-Rex is like a no over it too.
What's wrong with the T-Rex?
Do you think that they thought we were of the pterodactyl faction? You see what I'm seeing? bad guys, good guys, although I'm never quite on the side of the good guys.
I don't think we look like pterodactyls, but...
we are a flying object. They... Wasn't quite clear if they
have a lot of flying objects. I think we need more information.
Well, it looks like we've got trikes, T-Rex, and pterodactyls.
As long as none of them are Nazis.
Well, I'm not quite convinced that they're not.
Either am I.
I think we need to head toward the south side of the city.
Yes.
I guess so we take the ship?
Yes.
As long as one of you are flying, I'm Terra.
As long as Calliope is flying.
I have got this. I will do that. We need to have the same story, though, if they question us and separate us. Trust me.
I have no idea what that story would be. I just want to get away from the people chasing us and perhaps get allies.
Let's say that we can't really say we came from a different time, can we?
I don't know where we are or when we are.
This doesn't seem like a different time. This seems like a totally different history.
It really does, doesn't it? Well, let's say that their people, whoever they were, they saw that we were in danger from the trikes.
Yeah, I say that whoever we meet, we just be kind of middle of the road about Balbus and see where that,
Well, of course, but they're going to want questions of why their people are dead. They're going to want answers.
Well, they're long dead. It's not like we just shot them. I mean, they're skeletons.
No, they're skeletons in our world. They weren't skeletons. By the time I think we're in the hard past. By the time we got to our world, our time, they were dead.
I think you're right.
Skeletons. So I think they're still alive in this time.
This could also be like the Mars Attacks technology where they're hit by like one bullet.
Either way, they're no longer here and we have their ship. They're going to assume that we killed their people.
I don't think they're going to assume that.
Why?
Because they're not freshly dead. It's not like they're just there with bullet holes or laser holes in them. They've been dead for a very, very long time.
In our world.
But right here in our ship, the corpses that are here have been clearly dead for thousands of years.
Well, don't you think they're going to think that we had something to do with it?
I think if we just tell them something according to truth, or we just found their ship.
We just act confidently. That's
Every lie has an element of truth to it.
Okay, we found their ship and we didn't, age their bones to skeletons.
That seems more likely to me than we did age their bones to skeletons.
All right.
As they say sometimes.
I'm willing to let you do the talking when we get there, but we've got to get there first.
Right.
And I can do the shooting.
Yes, you can. Oh, and I've got a cute little laser pistol. How do you think this looks on me, Juggy?
It looks great.
I knew it. Okay, so we'll wing it then, I guess. All right. Well, vroom vroom.
All right.
So you all get back in, you go. I'm not going to have you guys roll for it.
Cool.
You just take off, you head, based on the positioning of the sun, you figure out where the south side of the city is. You kind of covertly fly through there. Actually, yes, let's roll a piloting check.
Okay. So I've got 2 yellow.
Let's look for that despair.
Against, we're going to say 2 purple, and I'm going to upgrade that to a red.
Okay. So 2 yellow, a red, and a purple. Mm-hmm. I think I got this. But I've been wrong before. That is a failure, my friends. We have 2 advantage. 2 advantage.
So at least we gain some strain
advantage. Okay. All right. As you are.
Oh, can I regain strain from those 2 advantage?
Yes, you could absolutely regain strain from the 2 advantage.
We get spotted.
I want to run another combat encounter. Right. So I was like, it's 9:20. We gotta wrap this thing up eventually. But you wind up doing a bit more damage to the ship. You wind up running the ship into one of the buildings. So you take another.
Yes, my brain's still a little hammered from the force and the speed.
So I told them the ship was still going to be functional when we get there. I don't know who they are.
Sorry. Oh, another building. Well, that's going to cost $1.
Yeah. So You guys fly to the south end of the city and up into the clouds. And then as you guys are flying through the clouds, in order to avoid being spotted, you guys see shapes in the clouds. And it looks like what?
Is it Cloud City?
It's not Cloud City, no.
It's Terror People.
Is it like shapes and clouds? Like that looks like a puppy dog. Or that looks like a dragon.
You get a boost die.
Ooh, that one looks like
That was
plot
a good
point.
joke. I will allow that joke. You guys, as you guys are flying, you're in the. It's very quiet up there, and then you see kind of silhouettes of what looks like humans with wings.
Pterodactyls!
The
And
Terror
then-
folk.
And then suddenly, on front of your ship, right in front of you, is you know the X-Men character Sauron?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He looks like basically a human pterodactyl.
Great.
Green.
It's pretty much all you need to know. That's exactly what he looks like.
Awesome.
Pterodactyl with human legs.
Cute. Okay.
He lands, on before your canopy, and he has a you see he has a metal. His wing is metal. Like he's got like one wing that's like it's like a thin metal. The other one is flesh. It looks like he's got kind of scarred up face. Looks like he's seen some shit. And then he looks down at you guys in the canopy and eyes you suspiciously, and then just kind of jerks his head for you to follow, and then he hops off, dips, and then catches the wind with his metal wing. And
All right.
I was about ready to start firing, so this is great, I guess.
Yes, you need to calm that down a little bit. Nothing happened.
I was gonna shoot him.
I'm glad you didn't.
you guys fly.
Let's not point any guns just yet.
Although I would like to see that big thing fire.
That powerful piece of equipment in your hands.
Yeah, Penny. She's gonna kick some butt tonight.
You fly through, through the outside of the city, through what looks like a burned out industrial wasteland. Toxic, chemicals. It basically looks like Scott Pruitt's wet dreams. It's just, toxic waste. Machinery belching smoke. You guys fly past that and through and into a jungle, and into that jungle is an abandoned city. It looks more along the lines in terms of the architecture and things closer to what you guys are familiar with.
Okay.
But completely overgrown with very strange flora. It's it looks like mutated flowers and vines and everything. You've noticed that there are some. Give me a perception roll, everyone.
Everyone, you get to remove
Versus?
one. No, you get
Yes.
to add a boost die if you're within range of me.
Okay.
Neat.
Versus what?
We're gonna do 2 purple.
I don't get to add it though.
Cancelled. No success, but 4 advantage.
Whoa.
Ooh, also failed, but 2 advantage.
4 successes and 1 advantage.
Yes.
4 successes and 1 advantage. Well,
Dougie is used to the jungle.
I needed at least 2 of you to make it so you guys would notice it, but you don't. When we do a group roll like this, I try to do.
I got a reroll.
Oh, re-roll it.
Okay,
You
get
can
a
definitely
re-roll.
do better.
That looks like a success.
Nice.
There we go.
I'm just focused on piloting.
So that's going to be 2 success and 3 advantage.
Great. 2 success, 3 advantage. You guys notice as you guys fly past these vines and flowers, they seem to be alive and defensive. So as you fly past what looks like a big flower, it spits out like a dart. It misses your your saucer, and then also like the vines like will reach out and try to like reach out, but you guys are moving too quickly through the jungle.
I am now willing to say that I am 95% certain that this is not the gang of Tyrannosaurus Rex and his guys in rubber dinosaur suits.
I think you're right, but
95% sure.
I'm still super on the fence on whether or not this is still Nazis.
And I think it's the Candyman. No, I'm just kidding. This is out of my range.
Yes. For those of you at home who aren't familiar with, Amy, tell us who the Candyman is.
Oh, the Candyman. Man, I've traveled all around the world, but somehow I keep getting letters that have been pieced together with cutouts from magazines and newspaper clippings or cuttings of just weird fan mail that actually seems a little threatening and definitely stalkerish. Things like, I love you, I'm going to find you, you can't hide from me. So just a little too much love and a little bit of darkness behind that love. And they always sign it the Candyman. They send hard candies with it. And
there's like certain tiers where essentially our villain like could show up at one point or something?
Yes. Okay. So if we wind up going to our top tier tonight or any night, the main big bad of the adventure will become a arch nemesis of one of our characters.
That'd be amazing if somehow the Candyman was here.
You have no idea how diabolical.
Right? The Crimson Circle.
The Crimson Circle, that's right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry.
Mine's Fancy Fingers.
Fancy Fingers.
I know very little about him other than he's killed Steve.
Yes. And which weapon is Steve?
All three of my main weapons.
The three Steves.
The three Steves.
So, back to the adventure at hand.
All right.
Sorry.
No, it's I was my fault for the digression. You go through the jungle. You see it's clearly alive. Vines, flowers. All seem very violent and vicious. And you fly to what looks like it looks like a giant museum. Obviously overgrown and everything, but big. How most museums, a lot of like more beautiful museums, kind of have a big like glass like dome on top. It's kind of shattered on one part, and you fly through that into
I love it.
a big kind of like a big it's kind of the center, like the
big giant
hall.
Atrium area.
Yeah, big giant atrium area, like a big hall.
There's a big banner that says "Welcome Jurassic Park."
As you guys, that'd be apropos. You would think your GM would have thought of that.
Alan Grant.
You come and you land in the middle of the atrium, and as you land, you see other pterodactyl people, and
just be clear, the skeletons in our craft are clearly not pterodactyl skeletons.
Yes, you also see humans popping.
Okay.
Out. They're kind of dressed like almost like futuristic gladiators, kind of like very like Kirby-esque, Jack Kirby-esque.
All right.
Type, like barbarian looking stuff,
sort of,
New God sort of attire.
Awesome. Kirby nuts.
My favorite.
You land, and then like of the humans, they're kind of like a group of them that clearly look like they're like a royal guard of some kind, led by a androgynous human. Kind of stares at you with suspicion, and then the pterodactyl, they're called pterodactytes, land, and the one with the metal wing goes over and talks to the leader over there, the human leader.
All right.
And we're out of our
whisper.
We're out of our canopy at this point.
Yes.
And no one's attacking us, like or arresting us or anything.
You get out, and then the human goes, "You stop right there."
And then I say, "You stop right there."
Oh, come.
And then, like, it was, so you point Penny.
Come on, don't put words in his mouth. Don't do that.
No, I don't point Penny, but I heft her up like semi like defensively, like at the ready. I'm not gonna point my gun at anybody though. I'm just, but I am, I don't want to, put my arms, put any weapons down, anything like that. And, it's like, no. We came here, we're not getting rid of our stuff. So, I just say that back, I say that back to him. I'm like, no, you stay where you are. What is going on here? Where are we? I have a few questions.
You see the people kind of whisper.
This is where Dr. Unexpected becomes quiet and mysterious. You guys do the talking.
The pterodactyl with the metal wings steps forward and goes, I am Van. How did you come across this ship?
Have you heard of... Oh, hello, by the way. Bows and curtsies and all that. Have you heard of the god Nun?
There's whispers and things. Yes.
For one reason or another, it is clear that god wants us here. We found your ship in a temple that worships him or her.
We came here quite by accident.
What happened to the pilots?
When we got in the ship, there were 2 skeletons at the thing. We were then attacked by what seemed to be a giant prehistoric Jurassic type creature. I have no...
3 horns, you know the type.
Yes. I'm no archaeologist.
Roll your charm.
My charm?
I will allow a charm check from whoever wants to do a charm check. One of the 2 of you.
That's a Calliope.
That's definitely.
And then I'll allow a boost die based on what you are saying. Yes.
Okay, so 2 and 1. 2
and then
1.
you are rolling.
And then I also have Smooth Talker, which makes me spend an advantage to get a success again.
What?
Y'all, I finally learned how to build a character in Genesis. And it feels good.
Cool. So, you're gonna roll against, 2... You're gonna roll against 2 purple and a red.
Okay. Ooh, okay, so a little bit even. And then a boost die, which will make it...
And then also, I'm gonna give you a boost die because of the clothing you're in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that will come into play.
Because she's stylish?
Because I'm stylish?
No, because the era of which you've come from.
Oh. I want to know more about that. Okay, so let's do this. Year of the cat. Okay, same thing. So, 2 success and an advantage. So that's 1 success and 2 threat. 1 success and 2 threat.
1 success and 2 threat. Okay. What should be your 2 threat? Because strain is kind of boring. So you. Okay, I know what they're gonna. All right. Leave your weapons, but come out of the ship.
I'm going to.
I will holster my weapons. But we're not leaving anything, including Penny. And I say that while I heft the gun around as well as the satchel on my back with actual Penny.
Yes.
That's amazing. I really want... You know what? I'm going to try to hide my laser pistol and instead bring out my normal pistol and show it to them and drop that on the ground.
Ooh, roll your skullduggery.
Ooh.
What are you doing, Dr. Unexpected? We have not heard from you.
Like I say, I'm just being the mysterious, quiet stranger in the back.
How unexpected.
But I'm going to do essentially the same thing that Kahlua does, where I present the laser pistol, and
I'm presenting my normal pistol.
Well, that's fine. I'm presenting the laser pistol, and. Just because I've got the weakness of showy on my character sheet, I take the laser pistol, like, and it's gone. And now it's in this hand, and then I set it down.
Oh my god!
But I'm not letting them. But that's misdirection, so they never even think to look for the regular pistols.
It's really interesting that you do that. You do that, and then there is a murmur across the crowd. There is a murmur, and they're like. He can't be with Balabor. He knows magic. Magic's forbidden.
Balabor? Are you talking about Balabor, the
Barbarous?
The Barbarous? I punched one of his dudes right in the face and took this gun for myself, which is why I'm not giving it up. But no one that's firing weird laser blasts at us is a friend of ours.
You see this hole in our canopy? Well, that belonged to a horn of a trike, and guess what? No trike around, you see.
Yeah, he met my other two things I haven't named yet.
The human steps up and they say, "Let me see your gun."
Which one?
The large one.
I say that like there is no like coyness on my face at all. I'm like, which one?
The large one on your back, the one you got from the Triceratops.
Okay, only because it's new, and there's no sentimental attachment to it yet. I haven't killed anything with this one yet.
They take it and they examine it, and then their eyes get big looking at it, and they're like, "This is from Argo Trice. This is Balabor's main guard."
Big guy, 3 horns, yells a lot, shoots at people.
Rockets on the boots.
That sounds like him.
No, those were the other ones that were chasing us.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
he may have had rockets on his boots, but he didn't have a chance. He did fall pretty far, though. I would have assumed.
Where are the pilots, Jan and Bev?
Are you talking about these skeletons here?
Yeah, we showed skeletons.
Jen and Bev, those sound. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. Those are great names. I'm sorry to hear that they're dead.
They sound like nurses from the 80s. They're gonna deliver my child.
Setback tie for insulting the GM.
It's like the word just like, you mean them? Like gesture dramatically. Dun dun dun. The skeletons are there. 1,000 years dead if they're a day.
One of the human, gives kind of a hand signal to one of their group, and they run over and they have like little and scan it, and then they look back. It's like these skeletons they're 100,000 years old.
Yeah,
it's older than I thought.
We found them buried underground. Like it was a whole thing, and then I recount to them the mummies that we saw, I lament that there were Nazis that I could have been smashing more of, but we didn't know they were Nazis at first. But now we know they're Nazis, so I would have smashed them even harder. And then there were some mummies. I shot the mummies in the face. It was a whole thing. It was great. I'm excitedly retelling this tale.
It's like, we may come from a completely different world than yours. Dun,
but
dun,
it's
dun.
obviously still part of your world.
So you got a Sphinx too? We got a Sphinx.
That's what's got me thinking. It's like, I think, just like in the previous adventure, which we don't have a name for. What was the name of our previous adventure?
The last 3-part one.
Yeah, it was like Legend of the Key.
Yeah,
or
it was.
something like
It was.
The Key to the Heavens.
Yeah, Key to the Heavens.
Just as in the Key to the Heavens, where they parted the dimensional barriers between realities. Whenever that thing started. I think we've done the same thing again.
We can't get away from it.
Are we in another plane of existence again?
I understand.
Oh my god, every Tuesday.
But
I understand your confusion. It seems like, and then they turn to the pterodactyl with a metallic wing.
Van.
Van, yes. It seems like they succeeded, but died in attempting their mission. You're from 1936.
Why?
We are.
When would I be from any other time? What time is it now? Oh God! How long have we been asleep?
No, this is very surprising to me that you would hit the nail right on the head.
This.
Do they have nails in this timeline?
Oh yes. Can you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what my analogies mean? My idioms?
Yes, I know what a nail is.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. Yes. Okay. Yes, they do. Mm.
Thank God.
What year is this?
This is 100,000 years in your future.
In our future.
Future?
So we're still on the third planet from the sun.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
They've added 2 more.
Well, that's terrific. They've succeeded. What have they done?
What? The group you knew as Nazis contacted Balabor.
What?
Balabor is an ancient being.
Honey, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. I know. We'll save that for later.
They contacted him thinking that he was a god, but he was a conqueror. As I can't believe your confusion. The dinosaur. I understand your confusion. The people that you would probably know as dinosaurs. Like in your world, dinosaurs didn't go extinct. Balabor took them off planet, where they evolved into the people that you see now, and he enslaved them. When he came to conquer this world, there was a great war, and several of the species broke free. The Tyrannosaurus rexes, the pterodactyl, and the lost raptor people.
That would explain. In our world, we expect to find way more fossils than we have. Way more skeletons. That's why we haven't found that many. They've all gone to another planet.
Now they're mostly back. But they went off and they had built their own civilizations.
When did he invade Earth? When did Balabor invade Earth? Maybe we can stop it when we get back.
Why
1941. He met with, his name was, I believe, Hitler.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, that dirty, no good
That
yelling
SOB.
mustachioed fool.
I'm gonna punch him right in the.
He's very good at yelling.
So our history books say.
Painting.
He's not great.
I'm just saying. I've seen a few of them. Just awful.
He should kill himself.
So what was your people's mission?
It was to stop Balabor from coming to Earth. It was to stop the signal that was sent from the temple in 1936 that brought Balabor back to Earth.
Well, now.
It was at that point that he knew your people, our people, Earth, was advanced enough for him to conquer.
What was it they
Scarab.
The Scarab.
The Scarab key. Does that mean anything to you? It would bypass all of the traps in the temple and allow another faction to communicate with.
Yes, there was an ancient cult that was supposed to protect the temple, but they failed. They failed in their task.
And thus he got hit up.
The Guardians of None.
Yes, the Guardians of None. We met them, and yes, around that time was when the other faction infiltrated them. And then we left, so we can't even help them. We need to go back.
You do, and you brought the ship back, but
They overshot last time by apparently 100,000 years because...
No, weren't we... Well,
no, they ended... However far they went back, they went 100,000 years back because these people have been dead for 100,000 years. Meaning and then they built an entire temple of None.
No, but we're 100,000 years in our future.
Right, but they meant to go back 100,000 years and they overshot by another 100,000.
I misspoke. It was 1,000. It's not 100,000. They were 1,000 years old, but you guys are 100,000 in the future.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So they overshot by 1,000 years.
Oh my!
Wait, guys! I just need a quick recap.
They give the real definition to millennial.
I'm a little slow on the
I'll just give this
Boost
back to you.
So, we're in the future.
You should get one for that.
Absolutely, yes.
And they went to the past to stop the past Nazis. The Nazis of our time that are the past for your time. They went and they contacted Balabus. Balabus. They were like, you up? And then he was like, yes. And then, now what?
Then he knew that we were worth conquering.
Yes.
So, but they succeeded, so there's no conquering. Or they
Balabus has conquered the earth.
Okay, so that's happened now.
He worked hand in hand with the Nazis.
Oh, God.
Using their knowledge of your world, of our world. And once they had reigned supreme, Balabor then enslaved them too.
Oh, God.
So you're on the brink of another takeover.
We're trying to stop Balabor from coming. We are a small band of rebels that are trying to overthrow, but his forces are too strong. We're doing what we can. The only possible way we could defeat him is to stop him from ever coming. And that is to destroy the temple that sent the signal before it.
So send us back in time so I could smash some Nazis and destroy a temple.
There's
Only this time a little more accurate.
Yeah.
Or possibly send us back to the day of Hitler's birth, and we'll just take care of it there. Because if you have a time machine, there's one thing you do with it.
Just send us back to the same time we were that exact, but just in the morning.
Oh, and give us...
That way I can catch some breakfast, and I know that the first guys that we fight will be Nazis.
We could possibly send you back. Time travel's very, as you can tell by the failure of our mission, to send Jan and Bev back to the 1936, we overshot. It's difficult to place that time, but we could send you, because you've already been there. We could send you back. We could trace that signal back to where you left.
Oh my God, let's do it then.
Yes, what was it that made us time travel in the first place?
You just hit a lot of buttons.
You must have activated the ship. You must have hit its return home signal.
Right, I do remember that.
But, and then, like, they go and they inspect the ship. And they're like, it's too low on fuel. In order to time travel, we need a fuel called onrium.
Onrium? It's an angry fuel. You have to irritate it first to get it to work.
God.
Well,
oh my God.
Setback die for mocking the GM's naming convention.
Damn it. Well deserved.
Onrium, eh? And you have that here, you have the saucer.
I got Balabor the Barbarous from Bob Balaban, so...
I love that. What is it? Bob Logs Law Blogs.
Yes.
Bob Logs Law
When you don't want a lot of legal mumbo jumbo, you want blah blah blah.
I wanted something ridiculous, but more elaborate than Ming the Merciless. So I was like, Barbarous.
I like Balabor the Barbarous.
Yeah,
it's excellent.
It's fun.
I was not going to make fun of that one. Sorry.
Good. Don't. You'll get another. You'll get an automatic threat or despair.
I'm sticking with what I said about Jan and Beth.
Yes.
No! God damn it. Millennial, huh?
Just sucker for it. All right. Anyway.
Yes. So.
Where do we find Onrium?
The only place that we can find Onrium is by Balabor's lair on the moon.
He's on the moon.
I was going to choke in his throne room, but you pretty much said the exact thing I was going to do.
No. Do you have a way to get to the moon?
It would require a massive distraction. It would require. There are ways to sneak up, but we would need to distract his forces away from protecting his palace.
On the moon.
Yes.
Well, they could see us coming from a...
Yes, are
Would
you
any
new
part
here?
of that land
yes.
involve smashing Nazis or making muffins?
Well, what would even distract them? Who are these people?
It turns to...
Do I know androids?
Turns to Van and says, we could attack. And Van says, I'm not risking any more of my people on an attack. We've already lost half of our numbers based on trying to get this thing to go initially.
But damn it, man, we have to get back to our time.
We also have to destroy evil. That's what I'm convinced I'm put on this earth for. And this is the same earth as ours, 100,000 years ago.
Who wants to try to convince him?
To use the
Char.
his forces?
To try to charm, to try to convince him.
I want to see Dougie.
Aren't you the most convincing
I'm very
person
good,
in the
but he knows like military strat.
Yeah, I'm terrible at the charming, but I would like to...
I'm open to another argument of skill.
Survival, dude.
Survival. Hear me out. You can shoot it down. But I will walk up to him. So you've seen some rough times, right? Well, I'll tell you this. Everyone I know and love is dead. For like 100,000 years at this point, I guess. If math serves me properly, which normally doesn't. But I think it's time for you to survive. For us to get the rest of our guys together. They're our guys now. I know we've only been here for a few minutes, but I'm really feeling some camaraderie between us and everything that's going on right now. And I think that we've already committed to the first half. You can't just leave in the middle of it. You can't just order a pizza and get halfway through and be like, no, I'm not gonna finish the rest of it. You gotta go for the full one. And I know there wasn't pizza ordering at that point, but we had a brief time lapse. I know all about that now, so it's fine. It makes complete canonical sense.
I like your argument. How does that fit into survival?
Because I have like essentially through the act or survivalism is about kind of like using every part of the beast of being able to like track
okay, I'll allow it with
keep track over the land.
You're gonna use presence as your characteristic that you're gonna combine that with.
Yes, and instead of cunning, I'll use my presence, which is lower, but I'll just use my.
Yes.
But it's the same thing. They'll
yes.
Okay.
I have a backup argument if this doesn't work.
This is a social check. You can also apply your argument, and then we can kind of combine.
Well, all right then. It's just like you make your speech, and it's like so we're trying to convince him to be willing to launch this attack. It's like if what you need is a distraction. Then what you need is if what you need is a distraction, then what you need is a master of misdirection. I'm gonna spend my plot point to do my special ability where I can just disappear from one place because when they're looking at one place, when I'm gone, and then all of a sudden, like I assume there's like some second level up where people can like look down, and all of a sudden, like they're looking around, and then they hear my voice. It's like when you should be looking someplace else, and I'm up there.
I'm gonna let you upgrade your roll.
Ooh, I want to help too, and I'm going to apply to their. Clearly, you've heard of none. Well, if you're like me, you sure don't believe in coincidences. Not only were we the ones that clearly none chose to be here, we got here in one piece, fought past these murderous dinos already, and made it to you.
Are you gonna let Bev die for nothing?
Yes, Bev and Jan, beautiful women, and I just need you to know that this is serendipitous. We were always meant to go to the moon, and we will go down with your forces. Not one, well, maybe one, but we will not let any die unnecessarily. And if we get back, well, all of you can survive in peace. You may not even know the force of Barbarous.
And my gun.
And mine.
What's your presence?
It's 2.
What's your presence?
2.
Okay. I'm going to give you a boost die for that.
Okay.
And then you are going to roll against...
Come on, Kyle.
2 purple and a red.
It freaked out at the magic earlier. I was kind of thinking the disappearing might have...
He upgraded it.
Yeah, he got an upgrade.
Okay, so that cancels out. That cancels out. So that is a wash with an advantage.
Reroll!
Reroll! Reroll, this is important. Gotta send their forces. We're not doing this alone. Hell no.
Because of you, chat.
Oh, that was almost a triumph. Much better.
Ooh, much better. So, those two cancel out. That cancels out. So that will be 3 successes and an advantage.
3 successes and an advantage.
It's gonna be 300 truths now. It's 301.
So we all kind of like step up and talk with him, and I give him a pat on his back, and I'm like, those wings aren't just for show, they're for battle, right? Come on. I'm not gonna get just stranded here. Granted, I could spend the rest of my days living in servitude to Balabor and perfecting my rough muffin recipe, but that's not what it's about. We're going to the moon, and we're gonna kill some Nazis.
Okay.
Going to the moon? There's no Nazis.
There's look, if Barbarous or Balabus is on the moon, there's going to be some Nazis.
Actually,
on
you're right. There are Nazis.
When have we ever gone to the moon and there haven't
They are
been
Nazis because he teamed up with Nazis.
Yeah.
This is all the outgrowth of
Once
Nazis.
you team up with a Nazi, you're a Nazi.
I
It's
think
like
yes. They shook hands and stuff.
Republican Party.
it's like an infection of the soul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, we're going up there and we're going to kill some moon Nazis.
Okay. But we're going to need to bring a ship big enough to carry all of us.
That's what I like to hear.
And the only people that have that are the T-Rexes.
Well, that sounds like
They're on your side,
great
so that should be
great
fine.
side quest.
Just because we share the same enemy does not mean we're friends.
Let me introduce you to a saying that says that they are.
The
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. It is a saying we have back in my time.
Oh, good. You can explain that to them when we go and beg our
That's
case.
true. So we'll need to steal a ship from them?
We're going to need to ask for their...
Ask them
join
for a ship.
forces with them.
Oh, right.
Joint
No, why
force.
wouldn't we do that first? Yes, of course.
Is there anything specific that we need to know, like that they conduct most of their, they conduct like, negotiations or...
They can't see us if we don't move.
Or, or maybe all negotiations are done through breakdancing or other, such, like what social customs do the Tyrannosaurus
My
Rex
God,
people.
Tuggy, when did you get so good at this?
I'm just asking questions. I get real passionate when I know we're about to smash Nazis.
That's true. You become more animated.
By the way, when Johnny talks about breakdancing, he literally means breakdancing.
I've seen destroy some Nazis before.
Like, just culturally, like, do they, do they appreciate, like, strength and honor?
They appreciate strength and honor.
Okay.
Mostly strength.
Okay.
If we fail in convincing them with our words, we're going to have to convince them with our strength.
You're gonna
We
have
will
to.
have to fight.
So she'll talk, I'll punch.
All right, I can't wait to see you in the ring with one of them after I fail. Oh, how exciting. Now, back to a kind of our original problem. Any chance that nearby them they have the time travel fuel as well?
No.
Great. So that's a separate
The only
thing.
place
we know.
time travel fuel is with,
On the moon.
This is
on
why
the
it
moon.
was so dangerous to run this mission to begin with.
Right.
Well, you
We can't all
already
just
started
go-
it.
We can't start time
and do we
traveling
have-
and fixing things.
Do we have any way of being? Oh, we'll be more accurate because we already came from the time you need to send us back to.
Yes.
All right. Which way? When we get back, we're jumping the gun a little bit. When we get back, we're gonna have to find that guy who already stole the scarab who got away from us. Got away from me on the motorcycle. We don't even know where he is.
Either that or it'll be minutes apart and we'll have to just destroy them before they send the signal up. We'll have to see where we arrive back.
That's true. We'll cross that time bridge when we come to it.
All right.
Right. So
We'll have to travel across the jungle.
Any of you fancy a trip to 1936? Might we bring any of you back?
We're risking the time stream enough.
Fair.
Okay.
Well, let's go
Cross the
off
jungle.
to some
Yeah.
Tyrexes.
Well, yeah, then let's not hang around here.
Oh,
before
here's a
At
question.
least one of us fall in love
When-
with someone from the future.
Why is that
fall in love
directed
with your
toward
own
me?
great grandson.
In our time,
Oh, I'm gonna
how we
fry
know
this up.
what we know Tyrexes as, I know most of these forms have been quite different, but they have little stubby arms that can't do much of anything, really. Are they formed the same way? Are they going to take offense at our long-limbed, graceful features?
They are used to having shorter limbs. And
so they do have shorter limbs?
They have accommodated with them by creating robotic extensions.
Okay, great. So just us being there will not insult them?
No.
Wonderful. How interesting. That's exactly what I would do if I were a short-arm T-Rex.
And had super advanced robotic skills. I'm a little worried about this
jungle.
jungle.
Lots of hypotheticals here, but that is what I would do.
I'm not worried about this jungle. We'll be totally fine. We may need a guide, but I'll help lead the expedition. Also, too, I'm just saying this now. I don't know how close we'll come to bringing this to fruition, but I definitely want to have an extra set of T-Rex arms on my back when fighting Nazis on the moon.
Oh, I want that for you more than anything. Do you have any prisoners of war or anything that you have just on you that you could return in good faith right now?
To the T-Rexes?
That's right.
No.
Not more of the T-Rexes.
I don't know.
That's a good question, though.
Thank you.
I feel.
It's exhausting.
All the options.
Yes, well, let's go and rely on our beautiful, beautiful words. And then
our words and muscles.
Words and muscles.
Words and muscles.
It's like, you talk, you fight, and I'll break you out if it goes bad.
Yeah. Yes, and you'll stay behind to steal the keys.
Yes.
I will guide you.
Okay.
Should we be dressed in a certain way, or is this fine?
You look perfectly suitable for traveling across the jungle.
You were about to say beautiful. Caught you. Oopsies, might be falling in love with...
Don't do it! We gotta get back to the past!
Your weird, fleshy, non-scaly skin is so alluring.
Oh, I know. Is this the androgynous person who's coming with us?
It's Van the pterodactyl.
Van the pterodactyl. And he is a male? Or is he a non-binary as well?
He is a non-binary as well.
Okay, all right.
You'll advance past this.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, that's a little insulting, I think. Is it, or is it a compliment?
It could be a compliment.
Thank you.
Future customs are weird.
I'll buy it.
So you guys pack up.
Okay.
You guys are given some supplies. So
right. Do we get our laser pistols back?
They give you your laser pistols back.
And my normal pistol?
They give you some. So they give you back what you handed over.
Okay.
They give you kind of a
Any chance for a little more first aid before we head out? Do they have a magic purple healing ray or anything like that?
I will allow it. Yes, we will heal you up.
All right.
Let's say let's do a medicine check. Everybody roll. Everybody roll. I want to have their medicine person.
Okay.
Oh heck yes.
Their medicine people do this.
Oh my gosh. That makes me feel much better. That it's not me.
You did great. You did great by me.
I did. I can't believe I triumphed that.
2 yellows and a green. Everybody roll 2 yellows and a green against. I want to say 2 purple.
Well, I'm gonna apply my. Can I apply my setback die?
Oh, that is
on
super
this,
strong.
Or do I need to wait for combat?
I was kidding about your setback die.
Oh, okay. Yay. Okay.
All right. So.
DM's got jokes.
What the fucking shitballs? That is a goddamn failure.
3 success and an advantage. So I get 3 wounds back.
3 wounds.
Great.
And
I'm only down
strain.
1 wound.
Oh damn! Actually, that
I'm down 1
is
wound, 1 strain.
technically
Excellent.
a failure for me too.
Yeah,
it's a wash with 2 advantages.
All right, you guys both.
And you got a wash with 2 advantages.
It seems a little
Yeah,
silly. You
yeah.
guys both get 1. Actually, boost yours up by 1. You get 1 mother.
Okay.
And just by them treating you, I'm going to give you all 1
wound minimum
back.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
a free wound?
I'm at
capacity.
so.
All right, you can take 2
Can I
strain.
take one strain off? Okay, cool.
Cool.
Strain.
Excellent. All right.
It's almost up to full on wounds. But
I am ready to tackle this jungle.
What does strain count as in this game? Like it's your mental capacity.
It's almost like your mental wounds. It's like
psychological
exhaustion.
Okay. Cool.
Being able to kind of handle yourself in a
exactly.
situation.
You're not
non-lethal, general non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So you set off across the perilous jungle.
Are we in a cool vehicle?
There's no vehicles.
Oh. Okay.
Because of the ruckus that you created by flying through the city, there are occasional patrols now going over the jungles
Whoops, what have
of
we done?
Calibus. And so you guys are all traveling on foot.
Okay.
And occasionally you have to duck, and kind of hide as you hear these of the flying those airships.
Right. Can I have a machete without?
You guys all get machetes.
All right, great.
You guys all get.
Besides my normal blood-soaked Steve machete.
You have your they pull out a machete for you, and they're like,
no.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, no.
But a machete just to hack through the jungle, right?
Yeah, just hack through the jungle. You
I'll hold it, but I'm not going to use it. I'll let other people do that for me.
I just saw some scary-looking plants out here, and we were flying it over, and I don't think shooting them is going to be the most effective approach.
That's true. I'm just shit-tastic at hitting things.
All right. So you guys are making your way through the jungle. Everybody roll their survival against 3 purple. And it's also going to be a setback die because this is not a terrain that you're used to. But I will allow a boost die for the fact that you have a guide.
Okay.
And then also I'll allow another boost die because you guys are expecting danger from the plants.
Not going to be caught surprised. Luckily, that's a cunning. Surprisingly, survival is based on cunning, so I'm way better than I would expect.
Oh, boy.
Golly.
Those
We needed you to be the ringer, Kyle.
I know. So that will be 3 failures and 5 advantages.
3 failures and 5 advantages. I would allow you turn those advantages into a triumph, but it wouldn't be worth it, I don't think. Unless you want to spend it, and unless you have an idea for what a triumph would be if you spent a plot point for that.
Miraculously, a success and 2 advantage.
A success and 2 advantage.
God, eat my mother effing D. That is nothing and an advantage.
Nothing and an
Well, I
advantage.
mean, yeah, I did not succeed.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend those for a triumph to at least say that where we're going, we get high ground.
Okay. Cool.
Like that's not the dangers and whatnot still abound, right? But at least like high ground to at least give us some like view on any any things that may be coming at us.
Awesome.
Great.
So yes, you guys wind up finding a trail that kind of takes you above a mountain. You failed, but with how many threats?
No, I had no threats. I had it was 5 advantages, but 3 whole failures.
3 whole failures.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna take 2 strain.
Okay.
And you failed.
But I had an advantage.
But you had an advantage. You're still gonna take 2 strain.
Okay.
You can use that advantage to just make that 1 strain.
Yeah,
or
hell
have
yeah.
one.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, that's what I'll do.
And then you succeeded. So you're doing just fine.
It's very strange for a Brooklyn boy, but
You've
kind of like the jungle.
Yeah, you've been into the jungle
I kind of
before.
like the jungle.
Yeah, like I said, this was a this is kind of this jungle is within an overgrown city.
It's because I said that Hieronymus Vale is whenever he doesn't have the mask and the goggles on, he's based after Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors. So he's very used to strange exotic plants that try to eat you.
Perfect.
So it's like this is actually his backstory before he became Dr. Unexpected.
Awesome.
So I was walking by the wholesale plant district one day when this weird Chinese man sometimes sells me weird exotic cuttings.
So.
All right. So anyway, off track.
So you guys are making your way through the jungle. You guys makes sense narratively. Dougie, there's been a few times you had to kind of jump in front of the group and against like poisonous like spiked barbed vines that come out and attack. Which is hence your strain, Calliope. This is just very like a harsh climb. Like I said, this is kind of an overgrown jungle, or jungle that's overgrown the city, and the city looks a lot like the neighborhood you grew up in. So you're like oddly enough kind of like, you know, oh, I feel kind of at home here.
Wait, what? I know a shortcut.
But yes, as you're
it's right past Sam's Pizza over here.
You kind of get a you know, find like kind of a safe pass. That's what it's what Dougie's triumph, you know, resulted in. But as you guys are walking, you hear a zzz getting closer.
From which direction?
And I would like to thank.
God damn it.
Our wonderful viewers,
yes,
our donators, for putting in, and because this is a space opera setting, but set in the jungle, we're not going to do creepy crawlies. Oh, no. We're going to do nanobots.
Nanobots! Oh my god.
Nana!
A swarm of nanobots. You see on the horizon coming up behind you what looks like a black cloud that seems to be moving with an intelligent coordination through the jungle.
Oh, that's gonna get
but they're coming from one direction. It's not like from all around us.
It's coming from one direction now.
All right.
Van sees it and goes and says, Balabus has sent his nanobots searching for us.
Run!
Oh dear God.
Oh, should we fight?
We're in a city. We run for cover.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Everyone
get inside.
That's much. Yes, of course.
I am gonna toss you Penny. I don't know why she's still not awake.
The woman or the gun?
The bag with a woman in it.
All right.
All right. Everyone is.
There's a plot point. Well, I want a bag that I can put my other PC partner in.
Okay, so you guys all run. I'm gonna need because of the overgrown nature of the city and everything. I'm gonna need coordination checks from everyone.
We're looking for I'm looking for an inside place. You know, be able to get inside one of these buildings.
Okay,
maybe
so
close the door.
You're gonna spend yours. You're gonna be running.
Yeah.
But you're going to roll a perception.
Okay.
Okay.
And you get to add a boost die because you're near me.
Ooh. Does this ancient overgrown city have sewers?
It's resilience. Is that what he said? Resilience?
It's heightened awareness.
I can hide in a room, and if I happen to see a manhole cover buried underneath, 100,000 years of overgrowth, that might even
that sounds like it could be a cool idea.
All
so
right.
I will allow if you succeed.
Yes.
You will find a sewer.
All right. So this is perception?
This is what you're looking for.
Yes.
So it's almost like you're looking for a sewer.
Yes.
Yes, it'll be a perception check.
They'll never expect it if we go down.
Because you're running, you're going to get a setback die.
Okay.
Because everything is very overgrown, you're going to get a setback die.
Okay.
And then it's going to be 2 purple. But I'm going to upgrade one of those purples to a red.
All right. I'm going to take the one I get for being near Kahlua and the one you gave me earlier for my cloud joke. And I think I can make this work.
I think you can too. I believe in you, and I really also want it to work very badly. More importantly.
Help me count this out, because there's a lot of stuff going on here. All right, here we go. So that cancels out with that. That cancels out with that. That's going to be a failure.
God.
Oh, you spot.
Yeah! Reroll. That is what it's for.
Thank you, chat. All right, here we go.
Guys, we gotta use this triumph before it's a despair.
That's true. And oh god, I hope this works out. Okay,
oh my gosh.
That's still those are gonna cancel out. Damn, it's still a wash! I found nothing. I found nothing.
You get nothing. You stole fizzy lifting drink.
And one threat.
And one threat. Take a strain.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Take a strain.
It's like there must be a manhole cover around here somewhere. Damn it!
I'm going to modify the rule with regards to the Triumph of Despair. If it's not used tonight, it is for me to use next week as a Triumph of Despair. So this way, it's not just like instantaneous doom.
Okay.
But I could potentially use it.
No. I want to use it. I want to use it this game. They paid for this game.
Don't blow it. It's too good. This is too much fun.
Sure. I know.
Okay, but we're moving on.
You could also look for the manhole cover that I'm looking for.
But are you guys rolling coordination?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
roll your coordination.
I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Against how much on the difficulty?
It's 2 purple, right?
It is a 2 reds and 2 purple.
I don't want to.
That is hard.
This isn't going to turn out
This is
well
because the consuming swarm, the ability of the nanobots.
Okay, I actually want to change what I do then. I know I'm not meant to do this, but there's no way I'm going to make it, and running through the jungle, I just know that this it's going to put me in a terrible advantage. So I'm probably... maybe
you could duck in a building.
I have this cool talent that I have called exploit, where I could actually ensnare things. Is that initiative then? Would that be like a?
How do you ensnare nanobots?
Well, what it would be is
it's called exploit, and I would take a
yes.
fuck
So
ton of
it's
strain,
it is a I would explain how that would work. Because I have an idea of how that would work in this environment.
I'm gonna.
Yes, that is basically what you will be doing. Is you would then be firing or using like a weapon on something, and if you succeed, then you would be ensnaring.
Okay, so I could at least slow him down. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't see this working out for me. What'd you get though?
So many failures. I don't even want.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
Oh no!
So 4 failures and 2 advantage.
4 failures and 2 advantage.
But
okay.
at least no despair.
At the start of the next turn, you're going to take 3 wounds. So as you try to run, the swarm just like comes around you, and you feel their tiny little pincers start to bite you.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna shoot him, and I actually am pretty good with ranged light. And I'm using precision, which lets me use cunning instead of agility. So thank none. And what would be the difficulty on that?
The difficulty would be you're nearby, but I want to say it's 3 purple.
Okay. Oh, nice.
I'm gonna
upgrade.
Also upgrade, yes, because Dougie is in the middle of the swarm.
By the way, not to get myself in trouble, but since I didn't actually run, I was just looking for a way out and I failed. Does the swarm get to me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're going to get to you.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm actually feeling really good about this. But we'll see, won't we? Yes! Okay, so 2 success. 2 success?
2 success.
And I take 2 strain to make that an ensnare. So I'm actually down to 2 strain total. Out of 12.
Ouch.
Well, I didn't start off with a whole lot. Last session was pretty brutal.
So and
I keep failing my medicine.
All right, you're going to ensnare.
Do you have any advantages on that?
No, it was a wash in that front.
Use all your advantages for strain from now on.
I keep trying to.
Can I use my 2 advantages that I had on my previous one to help her?
You haven't used them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yes.
Yeah, because I could have used it on mine, but I'll do it for you.
So he can increase her strain with his advantages?
Yes, he's increasing. He's increasing.
I turn and say, Dougie, I don't think running's for me.
I
and I turn and you like hold me, you like support my arm and
say, just take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, this is the we're Mad Maxing it. You're Furiosa. I'm just giving you my shoulder.
Yes, good, yes. So, that's like a cool part of the movie where she's like, "Are you sure you can get it?" He's like, "Well, don't worry. You do it." It's a lot of pressure, man.
That is like one of my favorite scenes in that film.
Yes, what you do is you wind up like as the swarm's kind of coming around, you wind up shooting out a piece of like a ruined building, and it breaks off, and then like a bunch of water just kind of spills it, like a bunch of like acidic rainwater. Like dumps out, and it like hits like a good chunk of the swarm of it, and like basically knocks them out. They're going to have to roll, like I said, they're going to have to make a very difficult roll in order to free themselves of the toxic rain effects.
Okay.
So they are ensnared by this rain.
Awesome.
Well
done.
Thanks. I just didn't think I could run through. Look, I'm in heels. What am I doing?
But they're going to attack you.
Yeah.
The other swarm is going to attack you. Let's roll a brawl. It'll be a brawl roll.
Okay. They're rolling brawl.
They're
or I'm
rolling
brawl?
against
Okay.
you.
Frack.
Yeah, it's coming up to you. One purple and one yellow. Oh wait, that was supposed to be a purple. So they succeed. And they take.
I take.
You take brawl damage 1. You take 1 point of damage.
All right, I can handle that.
All right. You went first.
Has Dougie done anything yet? Oh, you just tried to run.
Dougie tried to coordination.
Oh, okay.
Was that before we entered combat, or are we still not necessarily?
We're gonna keep the same kind of rotating.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to shoot anything
yet.
You could also pass your turn on to Dougie, and then you guys coordinate that way.
Can I keep looking for a manhole cover, or is that pretty much just not going to happen?
No, you could look. It's same roll.
All right, I'm gonna keep looking for the.
Remember,
I'm gonna add another setback die actually because you're now being swarmed by the nanobot, so it's more difficult.
Well, can
Oh, by the way, I can't use this one anymore. Okay.
You can have Dougie fire the swarm off of you, and then that will remove that setback die.
We'll do. Although you've got your own swarm to deal with.
I thought it was all just one big swarm.
They kind of like took out like she got rid of the ones around Dougie.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass to Dougie.
Okay.
Come on.
It's like I know there's got to be.
Let's get some buckshot in these nanobots.
Every city has a sewer. Every city has a sewer system. This is how I sneak up on. I don't want to give my secrets away, but this is how I constantly sneak up on bad guys in New York.
Oh, that's so disappointing. I always thought it was magic. I didn't want to know. I didn't ask for this.
2 purple.
Okay, I'm gonna fire at them.
Dude, I should never pull back the curtain.
With Penny.
I love magic. You just destroyed
Revati, this is for you.
Oh my god. You're gonna nail it.
Yes! Yes, so that will, unfortunately no crits, but that will be 2 successes on top. So it will be a damage of 6. With, how does the, like, I don't add anything on top. That's only with melee, right? That you add in, like, your agility or anything else, right?
That's correct.
So it's just, it's a 6 with 2 extra, so 8 damage total.
8 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Pierce 4. So
Pierce 4. What does Pierce 4 do?
So it knows four of the soak.
Great. Okay, so but because it is like kind of a swarm, what it does is it does like half the damage as it normally would. So you did 4 points of damage.
Yes.
To this thing.
Laser blast. Maybe I should shotgun him.
And then But yeah, I'm actually gonna knock it down a little bit because not your damage like what theirs is because of a bunch of them got ensnared, so it'll be less of them.
Oh,
clear them off of me so I don't have that setback die.
My pistol had 5 damage.
Yeah, I was like, that's the whole thing. Was he was like, I'm still looking, so I'm gonna lay down suppressive fire.
Suppressive fire.
Okay.
All right. So
yes, it cleared the swarm off.
all right. So I don't have that setback die. All right. I think. Do I have to choose? Do I have to choose the triumphant despair when I roll or after I roll? Like, do I have to commit to using it before I roll?
No, it could be afterwards. It could be after you roll. Yes. There is a.
I'm willing to commit to it
There
now.
is potentially a big encounter at the end of this that could be important.
I know, but getting away from these things in the sewer sounds pretty cool. Let's see how this goes.
Let's see how it goes. Oh, come on.
Damn it!
No
Damn it! Okay, I'm going to have to give up looking for the sewer system. It is just buried too deep down.
So every
this
time
is
you
a
find
failure.
like a manhole cover, just so you know, it's like as you say, every city has like a sewer system. You find one, but it's just so overgrown with things, and like it's all like poisonous vines and.
One failure, one advantage.
One
like it's
failure,
there, but I'll never get to it. Damn, it's just a stupid idea. It's a stupid idea. Damn it, stupid.
Take one straight.
Herbavidus. Herbavidus?
Hieronymus.
Hieronymus. Herbavidus.
I'm sort of losing my whole. I'm not losing my whole Dr. Unexpected persona right now.
It's just scatting. Rizzo.
Yeah. Okay. So hey, over to you.
Okay. I just don't want to take more strain, but yeah, I don't want to take more strain. So that was cool, but I'll just shoot. No. How bad do they look?
How bad do they look?
Like
how damaged do they
how
seem?
damaged do they seem? Like, I mean, yeah. I guess.
They do like a decent amount of damage to you. I mean, it's like they'll.
Yeah. Great. I'll just shoot my gun at them again. That worked really well, and
Your laser gun or your regular gun?
my laser, of course, my laser pistol. And you know what? I'm gonna take 2 strain because fuck it. Okay, so we're gonna try to ensnare them once again. And what's the difficulty to shoot them?
It's average. It's 2 purple.
2 purple. All right, 2 purple versus my 1,000,000 yellows. You've got to be kidding me! That is God. I'm so angry. That is 1 advantage and a wash, so a failure.
1 advantage, a wash,
and we only have 1 reroll left on the table.
Fine, I'm not gonna reroll
regain 1 strain. And then so yeah, you fire, and then the swarm kind of separates, and then like comes back in, and then it's going to attack you. It's going to spend a. It's going to spend its maneuver. We're going to do a coordination versus coordination attack. So roll your coordination.
Okay.
Well,
against...
would my bodyguard would my maneuver for my bodyguard be
That'd be great.
applicable in the
Knocking her out of the way before the swarm gets to her, sort of thing.
So that you take the damage.
Yes, like the whole thing is that I suffer my 2 strain on the round, which I did. For essentially, it's going to upgrade the difficulty between them, but ultimately, like if there is the attack, and it hits, I take the damage instead of her.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, awesome. So can he do the coordination check?
No,
then?
you still have to.
I still have to do it.
it.
Dang it!
It's just a matter of.
All right. Well, I've got. I don't like that. 1 success and 1 advantage. Oh.
1 success and 1 advantage. So you take 3 wounds.
Okay. So I take.
Psych. You take 3 wounds. Thank you. I got real cocky with my pistol. Pew pew! Oh god! I like hide under your under your bag, under your legs.
What are you doing?
I'm going to Instead, like I'll be like firing with the laser gun on one, and then I'll like spin the shotgun out on the second with quick draw, and I'm gonna fire. Instead of firing with the laser pistol, I'm gonna try and fire like with the wide blast of the shotgun instead to see if that
cool
like is a little bit more effective, because it does have a blast of 4. So that might be a little bit more effective against like the fact that there's like these swarms.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Coming at it.
I'll take it.
Blast of 4.
So now it's time for some shotgunning. And difficulty is still just 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
So that will be a success. Just 1 success.
1 success, and what was the damage on the shotgun?
8. So 9 total.
9 total.
Blast 4. Vicious 2.
And blast 4. Vicious.
But the vicious, I guess, doesn't come into account right
now. Vicious when scoring. No, it does not. But blast 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. This is 9 damage. So that would be another. I'll just round up another 5. So that'd be. All right, 19. Cool.
I'm going to form a theory that these things are acting like there's like a swarm of bees, and so maybe they're vulnerable to the same kind of things bees are. So
pesticides.
I've always got my smoke bombs with me, so I'm going to start launching smoke bombs into into the ground underneath them.
Interesting.
Or basically smoke bombs at the swarms. Wherever they are, I just throw it at a tree, it explodes. I throw it at the ground, it explodes. If they're working like little tiny jet engines, maybe the smoke impurities will screw them up. Or maybe they just get sleepy like bees do.
This might actually be a good time to use your Triumphant Despair.
Let's do it.
Awesome!
All right. What am I rolling?
I think we just do the Triumphant Despair.
Okay.
Because I don't know a better way to handle this.
Yeah, knock him out.
Which one's which?
You could call it.
All right, so we've got. It looks like a little. It's a pterodactyl on one side, and just a bunch of squiggly lines on the other. So the pterodactyl is a triumph, because he's on our side. Here we go. Despair.
Hudson, I swear to none.
Despair.
Dang it! Can't we do anything?
And then we were consumed down to our skeletons by nanobots. The end.
He like knows our exact locations, and it forms a mouth and starts speaking to it.
I had one dream, and it was to fight Nazis on the moon.
I know.
So what does the despair cause when I launch all my smoke bombs?
They subsist off smoke.
The swarm comes around and then starts like spinning, and then it takes the smoke and then like makes it like a smoke signal. You hear the sound of the approaching aircraft. They now approaching.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Everyone,
oh my gosh.
Run, Penny.
Yeah, we have to now.
Give me Penny. Let's run.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get the HIV.
My bad.
No, it was a good try.
Yeah, so you all run.
Yes.
Athletics checks.
My gosh.
We're gonna go against 2 purple and a setback die because of the all the the overgrown plants and everything.
Trying to kill us.
It's a rough jungle.
With my swift and knack for it, where I remove 2 setback die and I have no penalty from difficult terrain, could I just say there'd be a straight like athletics versus the normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Like no other setbacks or anything like that.
Yes, that's correct.
Well. Look at you.
So that will be 2 successes.
2 successes.
No. Yes.
Failure. 1 advantage.
I'm about to get a failure. Come on, baby, love me.
2 failures if it matters.
Oh my god, I succeeded. What in God's name? 2 successes, but 2 threat. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to need you to do a coordination check versus 4 purple.
Okay.
We're so bad at that.
You two are outrunning the swarm.
Oh, there we go. Yes, that felt good. That felt better.
I always try and go for the in hand, and it's just not the way to do it.
No, it just isn't.
And that might actually be a success. That cancels out there. 1 success, 1 threat.
1 success, 1 threat.
Cool.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. So yes, you so you're
failed at running. Did I take any damage from failing at running?
You didn't fail from running. That coordination check was to see if you took any damage from the nanobots.
Oh, okay.
You're not outrunning the nanobots. You're still like in the middle of the swarm.
Okay.
You're like swatting them away.
Okay.
And so they're not able to like pinch at you.
Okay.
But
my cape. I use my cape to get
Yeah,
the thing.
I grab the cape as you're swiping and just drag you along. Foomp. Like, come on!
You got So it's keeping you from taking damage. Both of you outrun. I'm gonna need another. I'm gonna need a. Yeah, let's. I want to need a. You guys wind up coming to a ravine.
Ooh.
You guys wind up coming to like a cliff, where down below is like a small like lagoon.
Okay.
I want to need everybody to make an athletics check if they want to jump in it to avoid the swarm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
I do.
I said, everyone, down to the lagoon. We'll befriend the alligators below.
Athletics versus what?
It's gonna be 3 purple. I'm gonna upgrade it to one of those to a red.
So upgrades it. Does your 1 plot point upgrade all of our checks?
Yes, it does.
Can Dougie help? Can you help me at all? Do you have anything that helps me?
Yeah, jump just to hold on with
You know what?
me and
I'm gonna upgrade mine to.
Yeah, use yours to upgrade and you get a boost die from me.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so then that'll be him and him, and then what is?
Wasn't a despair at least.
2. And what was it? A red and a purple?
2 red and a purple.
Oh, 2 red and a purple?
2 red and a purple?
Sorry, 2 purple and a red.
Okay,
I'm
and a
sorry.
red. Oh my God. I really want it to be good.
I think I missed the water. A failure and 2 threats.
You'll never walk again.
A failure.
Well, it's a wash on success failure, but that counts as a failure. But I got 2 threat net.
Okay.
2 threat.
You land. Basically, take
Belly flop.
do a belly flop.
Technically,
Take 3 points of damage.
All right.
And then also 2 strain.
All right. Thank God I got healed
A
up.
failure
I'd
and
be
an
dead.
advantage.
Okay, take
2 failure and an advantage.
Take 3 points of damage.
Oh my God.
And but no strain.
That's what we're talking about,
You
people!
actually, if you want, you could actually recuperate a strain because you got an advantage.
Sure.
It's just a.
The water did feel very...
Yeah.
It woke me up.
Yeah, mine was a failure as well. So it was a wash with 3 advantages.
A wash with 3 advantage. Wow, how do you want to spend that advantage?
I would like to...
I'd allow you to reduce the damage by 1, or...
Can I take some of her damage? Can, like because we all jumped down together, could I like position myself to at least maybe I'll take 1 extra point of damage and she takes 1 less point of damage?
Whoa, yeah, I'll allow it. So
Okay.
4 points and then 1 point to Calliope.
That's super gallant.
Yes, that is. Thank you very much.
He's the meat shield.
Thank you. Because look, my wounds are 11 out of 14 now, but my strain is still 4 out of 12, and it's not getting higher. It just keeps staying at 4 no matter what I do.
All right.
You're doing great.
You
half.
there was going to be some kind of massive fish in there if you rolled a despair, but there you did not. So you crash, you belly flop into the lagoon. The swarm kind of goes on its way. There is still a ship that comes in looking for you, and it lands nearby, looking.
Oh my gosh.
I definitely emerge from the water with my machete in my mouth, though.
Cool.
Between my teeth.
Awesome.
It's almost like Schwarzenegger Predator style.
Yeah.
He comes out covered in blood.
Yeah.
It's like, he didn't see.
I'm just completely waterlogged. Like my vest and my tux and not made for swimming.
A drowned rabbit falls out of his hat.
Then,
Mr. Whiskers.
oh, that's
So sad.
Then, can you still navigate us from here?
A bunch of
Just
a
dropping.
bunch of dead doves. I'm
I
sorry.
thought you beat me to us. Him just dropping dead doves out of my outfit.
Cards litter the top. Of
Yes,
the-
with you has been with you is Van.
Yes.
Narrating NPCs is boring, so.
Yeah.
But yes, Van, can you navigate us from here to the T-Rexes?
Yes, it'll be a bit longer to get through there, but we're going to have to avoid the.
The ship just landed.
Oh yes, we saw that, and they'll be on the lookout for us.
Would you? Well, yes. But if they landed, that means that like, there's a way to get onto the ship.
You know
But
what?
then we'd be flying one of Balabor's ships to
And we can
the
gift it
T-Rexes.
to the T-Rexes.
Yeah, we don't get shot down first.
We'll put some war paint on the front of it. That way they know.
It's like trying to land a Nazi warplane in New York.
suggesting that we hide away on the ship?
Well, but that
They
won't
are
get us to
looking-
the T-Rexes though.
But then we wouldn't need the T-Rexes. Do you know what I mean?
It's not a.
No.
Just so you that it's not a
moonworthy
spaceship.
ship.
That is not.
Oh, I see. Then never mind.
It also has to be big enough to carry everybody.
Let's just stay away from the ship.
Okay, fine.
I think
Yeah, no, it's
I
fine.
think
You
it's
don't need to
nothing
do my
but.
idea.
No, I just think it's. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I just think it's a bad one, also.
You know what? That's fair.
I'm torn.
You would.
I don't feel strongly one way
You really
or the other.
buttered me up.
If we're gonna try to sneak away, I would like to volunteer my stealth skill to help with that.
Great. So
Okay.
I will take stealth skills from
Oh God.
everyone.
Oh my God.
Let's see. For that, I have no actual training, but I'm not terribly.
Because
Is it possible
because
for
you
me
have-
to like
you have-
tell them
you
where
have-
to go and how to be careful?
Because you have Van guiding you, I'm going to give you all a boost die.
Okay.
You're assisting them, so I'm going to give you 2 boost die.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you a setback die because you're kind of sacrificing a little bit of your stealth
Sure.
in order to kind of
Wait,
point
wait,
things
wait.
out
Each
to
one of
them.
us
Can I get
gets
a
2
yellow?
boost dice?
Yes.
Holy cow.
And what's the
Thanks.
basic difficulty?
Hudson.
The basic difficulty is it's going to be 3 purple.
Yikes.
Alright.
I'm going to upgrade one of those
Oh,
purples to a red.
Of course you are.
Can we start? Let's upgrade some of ours too, people.
I'm actually. You know, we have 3 boost dice.
I'll upgrade. I'll add a green in to upgrade.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Man, we got.
You definitely should because you have a
Yeah.
I need 2 out of 3 unless someone rolls this spare.
I'm gonna. Can I upgrade one? My one
Yes.
Yes,
lot of success.
absolutely.
I want to have a yellow in there at least.
So 4 success. 1 threat.
Failure.
4 success, 1 fail.
Failure and a threat. Okay.
Dougie.
God. Okay. So that and that are out.
Yep.
That is straight. That
Alright.
is out. Okay, so that is going to be 2 failures, 2 advantages.
Okay. You have 1 more reroll.
Did you succeed?
You're
Yes.
He succeeded.
You're better. You're
and I don't have a
better.
red on
One
mine, so there's
success.
no despair.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I-
One of you needs to succeed.
You
Yeah.
can do this. You got this.
All right, that's our.
That's our last one. Come on! You have
Wait,
been
do you
good
want
to me
Have
at
you
all
upgraded everything
tonight.
you can?
Yeah, I have.
All right.
Oh, that's a lot better.
That's so much better. That's gotta be a success.
Yes, so that is.
Oh my God!
That is a success with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantage.
Holy crap!
So 1 success, 6 advantage.
Do you want
What
to-
does he find in the jungle as he sneaks through?
Yeah. How do you want to spend that advantage? You can.
Can I spend 5 of it to make it a triumph?
You absolutely can.
Okay, so I am going to say that through through maybe even no skill of my own, but the like wonderful help from both. I've already forgotten our guide's name. Van and so simple, but yet so hard. Van
Truck,
and Dr. Truck, car, van. Ah, okay. Because vans have wings, so it's very easy to remember. But
I named him Red Bull.
I will say that through with like the essentially stealth and guidance, we are like far away from the ship at this point. We've made like good inroads away from the ship.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I still think that like you could get something awesome for it.
There's 6 advantage.
I mean that's
just stumble across something amazing. Look, a lightsaber.
It's like you could like find something cool. You guys have kind of a mission. You could find something that might benefit you on that mission. Like,
should I be selfish, guys?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Sure. You guys have effectively
you have
gotten
a light in your eye right now.
Coming through, like essentially, I'm already ecstatic because we've made our way like away from the ship well enough. I'm like, oh, we're making good time. We're actually getting through, and I like make one last cut through the vines, and we come through. We come into a clearing where we find there is a fallen T-Rex with one of its mechanical arms still like make it like
good call. Yes.
Awesome.
Wait, so he's dead?
He's dead.
Okay.
But one of his arms one of the arms is mangled, but the other one is like working. Or
he's alive and we saved his life.
Yeah, that's what
okay, fine.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, I just wanted a mechanical T-Rex
which they may give you
yes,
for saving his life.
We say, but yes, they're...
Calm down, Rocket Raccoon.
I'm taking your arm.
That's okay, little fella. You'll feel better in a little bit.
Just never have the use of your arm again. Excellent. Yes, we get a live one. If the Triumph gives me a live one, I'll take a live one.
Okay.
But we come across essentially a wounded.
I mean, I don't want to dissuade you from doing what you want to do.
No. I did do that.
I think
I didn't even think that was in the.
I wanted to dissuade you from what you're going to do. No, I didn't want to show up to the T-Rexes with you having looted one of their corpses.
Yeah. That's why you make the big money.
Be cool. Yeah, that was a guy.
I was gonna raid his corpse, but he's still alive. Alright. Yes. You find a T-Rex and you see that he has been like his hind leg has been gnawed on heavily by you are very familiar with the wounds by the nanobots. You know.
We still have that. Have that first aid kit.
Yeah, let me do some work. It's not great. It's 4 purple and a setback at this point versus 4 purple and a setback.
We're on the final run. Upgrade something.
Yeah, and then it's versus my medicine, which is just 3 green. So I'll turn that into a yellow and have a blast.
Yes, let's do it.
Is Van skilled at all? Oh yeah, remove one of that. Is Van skilled at all in this? Can he help me?
Van will help you. Let me see what he's got in his.
Yeah, maybe he knows of a route nearby.
Does Van have a fresh first aid kit that doesn't have the big setbacks that we have?
Poultices, maybe.
Which would seem a smart thing to bring on a. Yes, he does. That's our last plot point.
Does.
Well, maybe he does, and then I didn't upgrade this yet. You know what I mean?
What's going on?
If I just do 3 green, one of them we use to upgrade it to a yellow.
Yes.
Okay. So.
So now it's only like 2 purple.
How many?
Yes, it's 2 purple.
2 purple. Should I still upgrade it?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, upgrade it. What the heck? We only got.
Okay, fine. Okay, upgrade it.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we heal him.
All right, so that does go back.
Right, it does go back up.
All right, there we go.
Otherwise,
I'm going to upgrade.
No! Come on, Zeke!
I'm going to upgrade.
You can.
Twice!
What? You can't do that!
I can, and I did.
Wait,
And then I upgrade.
and then God, I want to throw something at you so hard.
Quick, chat, send us a reroll.
I love you. I love you very much. You've always.
If one of you
stood by me.
subscribe, you can give Amy a reroll.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have 0 rerolls left.
We have to wait like a minute.
I
for this
know. Oh well, let's see what happens.
Do,
Tom, call it out if it happens, okay? Oh, great!
That is
A failure?
2 failures.
No, it's
and
2 failures and an advantage. God.
Ah.
All right, so thanks, Van. Sorry.
Now, you
got
do
really
still
heated.
have your own
What?
first aid kit, which, while much harder to use, maybe could still do the job. We need more bandages. I have some more bandages.
It's not in my favor because I don't have medicine, so it would just be 3. Oh hell, why not? Right?
I mean,
Wait, add a boost die to that, or that gonna help it out
I mean,
at all?
there's no way it can
There's
help.
no way. But hey, only
Okay,
one
it's less than a
failure.
failure.
It was 2 failures, but now it's 1 failure. All right, well, I tried. Look, I'm really sorry. I'm doing the best I can, but here, I guess it starts. Oh, what I get? I got an advantage. So it doesn't heal him at all. But maybe I'm able to convince him that I do mean well.
Okay. So
that's
he's like, he
clear.
kind of wakes up as you're working on him, and he sees.
This is just I'm unfamiliar. This is foreign to me, but I want to help you.
Roll your charm.
Oh yes, yes, that I can do. Versus what?
Gonna give you a boost die for helping out, and then it's gonna be 2 purple.
Okay, yay! This I will win. And you can't do anything about it. Oh! I win so hard. That is 5 minus 2 is 3.
3 successes.
3 successes. That's it, baby.
3 successes.
Yeah, baby.
It's okay. We'll take you back. I'm so sorry.
How big is this guy?
They're actually T-Rex size.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
we're not exactly going to support him on our shoulders.
Well,
to
that's
carry him.
why I'm trying to put a Band-Aid over like a building size, a truck size.
I try anyway.
Yes. I just really
support
want
him.
you guys to ride T-Rexes into battle at some point in this.
See?
adventure.
So do I.
That is a beautiful suggestion. I also want this.
But yes, you.
But if you really wanted it, you wouldn't have upgraded it twice on that first aid check.
It actually
I'm a
tracks
complicated man.
The only one who understands you
It's
is
not
your
like we weren't carrying hefting, a litter full of first aid materials.
Let's cut him
as-
like a really big crutch, like from a tree. We'll
Ooh,
just
that'd
cut
be
down
good
like
if
a,
I
like a
had
20-foot long
anything that
crutch
could
that he
do
can
that.
put under his tiny little arm to limp along on.
I'll allow it. A mechanics check.
Pass. Although that's
Or survival. That's got to be survival.
I will allow a survival check.
Are you good at that?
I'm trained so I can aid him.
What do you mean?
Are you good at it?
No, but you've
We
got
want
survival.
you to do it.
Oh, I'll do it. Yeah.
yeah, we want you to build something and name it real quick.
Build him a giant crutch.
Survival is
Versus what?
Versus what? Oops.
Zeke.
Gonna do. It's pretty easy. I mean, it's
Just a
gonna
stick.
be 2 purple.
All right.
Actually, it's gonna be 3 purple based on the size of what you need.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I can help. I really want to do
Yes.
this. Okay, I forgot. I renamed my book. It's called Till Death. Okay, I looked up a bunch of pulp novels and they do some shit ass puns in there. So I named and it's all having to do with death and skulls and shit. So I named my new novel Till Death Do Us Descartes, and it's me using analytical geometry to plot my victim's new path. So I want to use geometry to help him craft just to get the dimensions right.
He already made his roll.
So but
Okay.
Well,
but I'm standing over you, just checking the angles.
yeah, that's the boost die in there.
Oh, great. Okay.
Excellent.
So that will be 4
Dang.
successes.
4 successes. Great. You successfully create.
Survival. I'm trying.
You successfully.
It's kinda-
You successfully create a crutch. And he's like, thank you.
Like one of his like the arms that were broken, I've like we've made into like, essentially like a plinth or whatever they call them.
All right. What is your name, large terrifying friend?
Is he feathered?
Yes. Accurate.
My fine feathered friend?
Yes. My name is Tom.
Tom Future.
Tom.
Which I will spell THAWM.
No, it's Tom. TOM. It's short for Thomas. Thomas the T-Rex.
Oh, God.
And because it's pulp, you hear a rustling in the brush around you. And stepping out from the brush that you're in is a tall triceratops that you recognize from earlier.
You have his gun.
And he said,
oh my gosh!
I believe you have something of mine. And with that cliffhanger,
Argo Trice.
Let me give it back to you.
Here's how I imagine that ending: is that Buttface is in the brush watching us like meticulously craft a crutch, and I'm doing some angles and geometry, and he's just waiting until the T-Rex is actually standing and giving the things, and then he's like, yeah, now is my entrance.
yeah, it's like the end of Empire when Boba Fett walks out. Like, even though Darth Vader just stopped everything, he's like, okay, you're gonna stop them, but I'm gonna walk out all cool like.
yes.
It was just
for
like
cool
that.
Factor.
So, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to tune in next week for the conclusion of this exciting adventure.
Does it have a name yet?
You'll find out.
Okay, I just want to know what adventure we're on.
You'll find out when I come up with one. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your donations.
Thank you.
Please encourage folks to tune in to Saving Throws' other amazing shows that they have coming up. On Sunday, they've got Tempting Fate, run by Rick Budd, who's really great GM. You've got Tales from the Loop. League of Adventure on Tuesdays. That's us. And it's always cloudy in Barovia. How do you spell that? how do you say that?
Barovia.
Barovia. Thank you so much. And also check out their library of other shows. Check out our first episode if you haven't seen it. Check out the first 3 episodes we did with the Key to the Heavens.
That was awesome. Definitely check that out.
Yes, you're like, nothing like this crap we're playing.
Not what I meant. Not what I meant.
No, this is inventive.
I'm way more confused this time.
Not what I meant.
So,
in the best way possible.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. Does anybody have anything they want to say before we check out?
No. Thank you. I just want to reiterate, we've had some very, very generous people out in the out in Chatland.
And not even not even from this country.
Yeah, from Germany.
From other continents
so
and
cool.
everything. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Please tune in next week. We would love to wrap this thing up with all of you and have you guys affect the game. And by all means, have a great week.
Have a great
Yay.
night.
Goodbye.
Thank you.